Welcome back to Pondsforge International Sports Centre for our latest session of finals. We're in for another exciting evening of competition, that I can guarantee you. The finalists in the pool at the moment, warming up as we speak, and as you can see, we'll have men's and women's 400 metres freestyle. We've got 100 metres backstroke coming up, 50 butterfly, 50 breast, and we've got relays. Let's hear from our venue host, Matt McNicholas.
Good evening, hello and welcome to Pondsforge International Sports Centre. It's day 4 of the Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Swimming Championships 2026, and we're here on the pool deck at the wonderful Pondsforge here in Sheffield. Loads of swimming action to get underway tonight, tons and tons of finals. We'll have over 20 new Next Gen champions crowned over the next 3 hours or so, and all of that action will be available live here at Pondsforge and also on the Aquatics GB YouTube channel. As has become customary at these events, we've teamed up with the British Swimming Coaches Association in order to present a Coach of the Day award each day. And I'm delighted to tell you that our Coach of the Day for day 4 is Craig Prime from Repton. Craig Prime, congratulations. Hello, Craig.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Good. Craig, I wanted to start with Repton's success story. Obviously, last night you had 20 final swims, 11 medals. 3 or 4 years ago, Repton was a little club. If you got on the podium a few times, it was a great thing. You've turned into this massive club now, a force to be reckoned with. Kind of walk me through how you got from being a little club in Derbyshire to being this massive club that you are today.
Yeah, it's definitely been an exciting journey over the last few years, but ultimately it starts with having a really good team of coaches coming together and working very collaboratively. There's not really any egos involved. It's about us all coming together to support the athletes, and I think they feel valued and supported, and ultimately that brings the best out of them on an arena like this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I wanted to touch on last week for you. Obviously, you're literally just back from being in Munich yourself. You had 5 swimmers from Repton out there, made up 20% of the team. You must be so proud of those athletes and their performances and how they've represented your club on the international stage.
Yeah, it was a fantastic opportunity, and again, it's credit to everybody involved that's got those athletes to that point where they were able to achieve what they wanted to in April. It was definitely a week of experience, but with the team being a mixture of kind of veterans and novices, and again with this team-first approach, it kind of meant everybody was working together and everyone kind of brought the best out of each other.
Tonight you've got the relay. You ready for it?
100%. Bring it on.
100%. Bring it on. We love the confidence. I've got one of these for you here. Here is your Coach of the Day award. Congratulations, Craig.
Thank you very much.
Everybody give it up for Craig Prime.
Thank you.
No worries. We will be racing from 5 o'clock. It's just a few moments away, so stick around. Let's get into it.
European Championships in Paris next month. You're not going to want to miss any of the action, and you can watch it for free on aquaticsgb.com or Eurovision Sport.
Thank you, Freya Anderson. Yes, you can watch the European Aquatics Championships from Paris. They are live and free on aquaticsgb.com and on Eurovision Sports. The action begins with diving and artistic swimming on July 31st, so in 12 days from now, on Friday, July the 31st. The open water swimming begins 5 days later on August the 4th, and the pool swimming begins on August the 10th. A week of pool swimming from the European Aquatics Championships from the 10th to the 16th of August. You can see it all on aquaticsgb.com and Eurovision Sports. Coming up then in this final session, we will see men's 400 metres freestyle finals, women's 400 metres freestyle finals, men's 100 metres backstroke, women's 50 metres butterfly, women's 50 metres breaststroke, and women's 400 metres freestyle relay. The 4x100 metre freestyle relay finals, 2 of those to come. And once again, I'm pleased to say, joining us in the commentary position here at Ponds Forge International Sports Centre is Maisie Summers-Newton. Good evening, Maisie. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. All the best for being here for a second night in a row.
It was good last night.
Really, really good. Very exciting.
Could be even better tonight.
Definitely. 400s, change it up a little bit, and some sprinting at the end, which is also really fun. So, yeah, I can't wait to get started.
And looking back over the heats this morning, especially mixed classification, where, of course, we'll be looking for points.
Yeah.
We had some very close swims when you compare the points.
Yeah, definitely. Scarlett Humphrey and Amber Haycock. Last night there were only 2 points between the both of them for gold and silver, and then this morning in the 400 free as well, only 2 points between them again. So I think they're definitely going to be fighting it out for that that gold medal. And equally, again, like we said before, it's not about them touching the wall first and second. It's about where their points are going to be in comparison to their world record. So it'll be another really exciting one to watch.
Now, we were talking yesterday about the experience that these swimmers gain, and let's think about that again. Let's think about what goes on behind the scenes for people who are watching at home and they're not here. There are swimmers warming up in the diving pit. There are other places to warm up. There are swimmers, you can probably just about see them in the bottom left of the picture there. There are swimmers all around us on this side of the pool who are preparing for their races, stretching, doing some land work even before they get in the pool. And just explain to people what's going on around the pool and how much time the swimmers take to prepare for their races.
Yeah, I think it's really important to remember that every individual athlete is completely different. You know, if your race is at 7 o'clock or 7:30 this evening, there's no reason to be in the pool right now. The best place they should be is at the hotel, resting, recovering. So, you know, you'll have people in the pool right now. You'll have people on poolside warming up, doing their land exercises. You might have people just walking to the pool now, and it's all about making sure that your timeline is going to be the most efficient for you to get the best out of your race. So like you said, you've got people warming in the diving pit, because for them, I'm someone that used to be like that. I preferred warming up there. I didn't like really warming up in the racing pool. I always used to keep the racing for that racing pool. Some people prefer warming up in the competition pool just to get that practice, to get that feel for the water. And then they might go and do another warm up later, nearer their time to race. But then you remember behind us, I mean, watching on the screen, you won't be able to see it, but under the stands, it's where people will be preparing in that cool room, lining up, getting in your heat order, and then behind the banners there, behind the curtain, is where they get ready to come out. So there's so many different elements that go behind the scenes, and the volunteers as well are really important to making sure that those things work and can happen for these athletes to race the best that they possibly can.
It always strikes me when I watch the heats and the finals that your moment out there in the pool, in the racing pool, is so brief.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of time to savour it even. You arrive on the poolside and that's it. You're up on the blocks, you're ready to go. And then once you're finished, it's the next race. So your time comes and goes very quickly.
Definitely. And it was always something me and my coach used to say to one another, you know, when you're in that water, for myself, it was only going to be a matter of under 3 minutes, hopefully. And in the grand scheme of things, 3 minutes, nothing. So when you think you warm up for 25 minutes to half an hour, you do your pre-pool, that's another 15 minutes on top of that, walk into the pool, all of those elements. I remember saying to someone once in the change room, it actually is taking me longer to put on my race suit right now than it's going to do any of my races combined. And, you know, that's just the life of a swimmer. But it's all of those little things and refining them. And this is where this competition for these younger swimmers here today is going to be so good for them to practice those things, get them down to a T. So, you know, as they grow into those senior athletes, it will become better for them.
In your own preparation, did you have an amount of time that you'd say, right, I'm swimming at 7:30, I'm going to start my preparation at whatever, 5:15? Is it 17 minutes past 5? Are you as precise as that when it comes to preparing?
Yeah. Tried to get down to that minute, and Like you say, I always started with that race time first. So say if I was racing at 7:30, that's what I'd start with. Then I'd always work back. And, you know, usually you got to be in the call room 15, 20 minutes beforehand. So you'd put that in there. And then you'd put your suit on after that. And then I'd include like my talk with my coach as well, because that could take another 5-10 minutes depending on what you wanted to talk about. So there's all those certain things, but I always tried to make sure I was no more than 45 minutes after getting out the warm-up before my race. Because if you're kind of over that limit, that time limit, then your muscles might have not been warm enough and there's no point in really warming up. So I tried to be as close to that race time as possible.
And how much of that was trial and error? How much was it that you tried something and it didn't work for you, so you decided, oh, I need to start 10 minutes earlier or 10 minutes later?
Yeah, definitely a lot. You know, I remember once we kind of even practiced putting your race suit on before your race and warming up in that, but then we thought, well, that's not going to get the best efficiency out of my race suit because it's already got wet and things like that. It's all those different things that, you know, an average person might not think about until you are in the swimming world. It's when you take your snack before your race. Do I need a snack? And I remember sometimes I got to the warm-up pool and I'd have ages, and then you just get bored, and then I'd be thinking about the race and those thoughts go through your mind. So it's just making sure, like you say, you are getting those things really, really precise. And there is going to be a moment of trial and error, and you are going to get things wrong. And it is about, you know, owning to those mistakes and remembering that mistakes are meant to happen. This is the time where it should happen and can happen.
And you mentioned the call room, 15 to 20 minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
What's going on in there? Are some people sitting quietly?
Yeah.
Are some people stretching?
Yeah.
How much can you do in that last 15 to 20 minutes to help you to perform at your best?
Well, yeah, like I said last night, I was always someone that just kind of sat there, went with the flow, thought about the race. I didn't want to hype myself up too much. Some athletes would be bouncing around, got their music on, really getting into the zone, wouldn't want to talk to you. I know in my experience, when you're racing competitively and at a senior level, some athletes might give you a bit of the eye, kind of looking at what you're doing compared to what they're doing. Some people might just come in, have a nice chat, and, you know, I've had all different experiences, and like I say, it is down to everyone's own individual preferences. Everyone is so unique, but so many things going on in there. But I think in there, you know, you've done all the hard work, you've done everything you possibly can. I think the biggest thing to remember is not to be late to the call room. That's the most important thing, those 15 minutes, because if you're after that time, especially at the Olympics or Paralympics, they won't let you in. So that's where those timelines, like I was saying before, really, really important to make sure you get them down to that T.
And then after all of that time spent preparing, you get on the blocks and the gun goes, and in many ways that's the beginning of the end of the process, isn't it? Because all you've got to do now is swim your race.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, you know. And I find once I hit the water, me personally, anything else, I can't really control that. All I can control is myself. So as long as I knew I was giving it my best shot, then that's all I could possibly do. But yeah, it's strange when you think about it like that. All that time, that season's work, to when you get to take your marks, go. That's it. That's the race start.
And even for someone as experienced as you, competing at the absolute highest level, do you sometimes get in the water and feel like, oh, I don't feel right? It doesn't. I've done all of the preparation. I've done exactly as I thought I would, and something doesn't quite feel right. Or does that preparation actually mean that almost every time you feel good?
I'd say most of the time I felt pretty decent, but you know, there's definitely times where I've got in, whether that's a mid-season race, whether that's very early on in the season, I thought, oh, this doesn't feel good today, and that's just completely normal. There's going to be times, and I think for these athletes here especially, they might have just done GCSEs, they might have just done A-levels, they might be exhausted because they're at the end of a school year. There could be so many alternative external factors going on in their lives that you have to remember swimming's just a part of their life as well. It's not everyone's whole life, and I think that's a really important thing to remember. But yeah, if it doesn't go right that next time, you've got so many different opportunities, and just remember that training pool is that place that you can practice it and really focus on those things that maybe you need to tweak slightly.
Our first set of finals will be 400 metres freestyle then. What do you think of this event? How many times did you have swum 400 free, and what were your thoughts on it?
When I was younger, I wasn't a big fan. I preferred, like, you know, my breaststroke and my IM, but as I became a bit more of a senior athlete, I learned to love it slightly more, and you know, it kind of complemented my IM in a way, you know, making sure I was still getting that endurance work from the 400 to make sure the last part of my 200 IM was as strong as possible. But like I said, I think if I was to rank my races, it'd probably be like my third favourite, so up there with my favourites. But it's one of those tricky ones where it's not quite far enough to, start a bit slow as you go on. You've got to kind of keep that pace going throughout that whole race. And I'll never forget, I kind of had to hold around that 40-second mark, I mean, these swimmers will be going much faster than that. But as long as you're kind of holding that pace and you know what pace you've got to go, then once you're in that momentum and you've got that pace going, then it's really lovely when you find that in the water and you just feel like you can keep going and going forever. So, yeah, best of luck to the swimmers tonight.
Yeah, let's hope we see some swimmers finding that flow and in that rhythm and delivering exactly what they want to do here tonight. Okay, so we start with the men's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle final. And here come the finalists. Lane 9, Daniel Circuit for Basingstoke Bluefins. Lane 0 is Daniel Lawrence for Guildford City. Lane 8, Daniel Staskus for Millfields. Lane 1, Will Nichols for Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Ethan Dwyer for City of Liverpool. Lane 2, Romeo Ball for Maidstone. Lane 6, Mark Liakis for Hillingdon. Lane 3 is Frankie Zeitel for Barnet Copthall. Lane 5, Amrit Lally for Bexley. And lane 4 is Oscar Madrell for Isle of Man. Some swimmers there really enjoying their moments up at the up on the score, up on the big screens here. Oscar Madrell, our fastest qualifier then, 4:12 he swam this morning, a full 5 seconds quicker than Amrit Lally, who is our second fastest qualifier. But Oscar really did all of the hard work from about 150 metres onwards. He just started at the same speed as everybody else. I'm not expecting him really to go blasting out here. And then the second 3/4 of the race is probably where he will come into his own. Maybe some of the other 9 swimmers in his final are thinking, start fast, try and get out ahead of him, and that might be their opportunity. Let's see how it goes. It's the final of the men's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle. The finalists, Daniel Circuit, Daniel Staskus, Ethan Dwyer, Mark Liakis, Amrit Lally, Oscar Madrell, Frankie Zeitel, Romeo Ball, Will Nichols and Daniel Lawrence. And Amrit Lally in lane 5 has got himself a full arm length ahead of Oscar Madrell from the start. So I do wonder if coaches think about that sort of thing, about how to get out there, but actually Oscar Madrell came back between 25 metres and 50 and only 0.2 of a second between them at the turn. They look like they're swimming so comfortably, but they are working absolutely to their maximum.
It's great when it looks like that as well. It makes it really pleasing to see, as a former swimmer myself, just being able to see them glide through the water, but they are giving it their best shot. It's lovely to see.
We're looking for around the 60-second mark for the turn at 100 metres. And Oscar Madrell has turned well underneath that time in 59.58. Leading is Oscar Madrell there, and here we go into that 100 to 200 metres, and he's starting to make his move just as he did this morning. At this turn in the heats, he was at 132.3, and look at that, almost 2 seconds quicker after 3 lengths of the pool. So Oscar is working even harder in this final.
It's great to see these boys performing so well, like you say, after last night's races. Some of these boys 200 fly then and 800 free as well. So to come off the back of those races and to be performing even faster than this morning is great to see.
Romeo Ball in lane 2 only swam 4:18 this morning. I say only. And he's got a PB of 4:15. And look at that, he's up into second place at the moment. So he actually could be the biggest threat to Oscar Madrell. That's the halfway turn, 2:02.3 at that turn. And we're still more than 2 seconds quicker for Oscar. and his PB is 4:11.79. He swam 4:12 this morning, so he's ahead of his personal best time here. Now, as someone in the pool, Maisie, are you ever aware that, yes, I'm ahead of my time? Is it the coaches are waving you on, and you only see that when you take a breath? I never really think it makes much difference. You only get a glimpse of it. Will Oscar here have any idea that he's swimming really well? Will he feel it in his body?
You should do. I mean, there's some times where I've swam really, really fast and you touch the wall and think, gosh, that was really slow. It felt so much faster than that. But, you know, with him being so far ahead at the moment of the other boys, you'd think he'd have a kind of idea that he is doing really well, and he should be able to feel that pace as he kind of goes through the water. But like you say, you can't hear anyone, you can't really see anyone, so it is your own game.
3:05.6 at the turn there, and that is now 3 seconds ahead of the time, the split time from this morning. So we're looking at a personal best performance here for Oscar, I'm sure. Romeo Ball, let's have a look at him, because this morning he was, 3:13 at 300, and his PB is 4:15. I think this is going to be a personal best time for him as he chases the medal, and he's not given up on the gold. Look at him go in lane 2.
I think he turned in about 3:08 at that mark there, so way under that time he went this morning for Romeo Ball.
Frankie Zeitel turning third, and we saw a brilliant swim from him in the 800 yesterday, so we don't rule him out either. And in lane 5, Amrit Lally is fourth at the moment. Oscar Madrell then, he's going to win the gold medal. Romeo Ball is not going to catch him. Oscar Madrell, already a gold medalist in the 800 and 1500 freestyle. This is going to be his third gold medal of these Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships. Oscar Madrell, 4:07.90. It's a 4-second PB. Brilliant swim. Romeo Ball, 4:11.18. That's a 4-second PB to get the silver medal. And Frankie Zeitel, 4:13.65 comes in for the bronze, and he also gets a 5-second PB in the final.
Brilliant swimming.
Some excellent swims, yep. So Oscar gets the gold medal, adding to the golds from 800 and 1500 freestyle. Romeo, who comes second, had a silver in the 1500 freestyle, so that's another silver for him. And Frankie Zeitel, who got the silver in the 800 free, gets the bronze this time in the 400 metres freestyle. But even further down there, we're looking at personal best times. All of those 10 swimmers swimming absolutely brilliantly in the final. Well done to everyone. Here come the finalists for the men's 15 years 400 metres freestyle. Lane 9, Satoshi Bagger for Abingdon Vale. Lane 0 is Finley Byrne for City of Liverpool. Lane 8, Harry Osborne, City of Sheffield. Lane 1, Janos Shepperly for Team Ipswich. Lane 7, Julian Okroy for Delting Dolphins. Lane 2, Joshua Hutchinson for Woking. Lane 6 is James Graham for City of Liverpool. Lane 3, Thomas Rickles for City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Jackson Crabb for City of Leicester. And lane 4 is Charlie Phipps for Millfields. Charlie, the fastest qualifier then for this final. Not only was he the fastest swimmer this morning in the heats, he also swam absolutely brilliantly in the relays earlier on this afternoon. And here he is once again in the pool. And not only that, we'll see him later on in the 100 metres backstroke final, where he's the second fastest qualifier. So Charlie Phipps has really got a tough day, having qualified so fast for 2 finals and had a brilliant swim in the relay for Millfield earlier. It's the final of the men's 15 years 400 metres freestyle. So the finalists are Satoshi Bagger, Harry Osborne, Julian Okroy, James Graham, Jackson Crabb, Charlie Phipps, Thomas Rickles, Joshua Hutchinson, Janos Shepperly and Finley Byrne. Charlie Phipps 4:07.63 this morning in the heats. And he's going out fast, turning in 26.72, almost exactly the same time as he swam for the first 50 this morning. Second at the turn, Joshua Hutchinson, who qualified 5th fastest overall for this final. And Joshua going out faster than he did this morning.
You can really see the distance per stroke as well in each of those kind of arm pulls as he's really pushing himself through the water for Charlie Phipps.
Looks incredible. 100 metre turn. And it's 57.19 there. Again, right on the time he swam this morning, starting with a 26.7 and then a 30.4 for the second 50. So Charlie's into a good rhythm, and then for the rest of the race, he tends to swim at around 62, between 62 and 64 seconds for 100 metres. I wonder if he's got something in the locker to go a bit quicker than that here in this final. 4:07.63 this morning was a PB. And then look at that huge turn from Charlie.
Still working on those underwaters, even over those longer distances as well. And like you said last night, it's about making sure that you are faster underneath the water than you are on top of it.
In second place at the moment, Jackson Crabb in lane 5. And third, Thomas Rickles. And then in fourth at the moment, well, it's difficult to tell. Is it Julian Ocroy? 3 names from the top of the picture. Or on the near side in lanes 2 and 1, Joshua Hutchinson and Janos Shepely. Phipps turning in 1:59.72. And now just starting to swim a little bit faster than he did in the heats. So he's going to hang on to this pace as much as he can.
Jackson Crabb as well going faster already in that halfway mark. 2:04 this morning, 2:02 he's just turned in. So great to see him going faster.
Now, what would his coach say to him here, Charlie Phipps? He's got the 100 back final to come. He's swimming very well here. Does he give it his absolute all in both races? I think he is going to do that. I don't think there's any holding back.
You can tell he's got that leg kick. He's driving through it now as we approach the last 100 metres. But hopefully, you know, he's just said, believe in yourself. He's done so much already and swam so well as well throughout the competition, so you just think give it your best shot. And with it only being 100, I say only 100 later, you know, 2 lengths, it's not as much as what he's just done or what he is doing now.
We take the bell at 300 metres. Charlie Phipps in 3:02.21. He's a couple of seconds quicker now than he was this morning. So this is going to be a PB for Charlie Phipps. Jackson Crabb fighting to come back. Jackson Crabb is really going for it now. And Jackson swimming much faster than he did this morning. Look at this. He's not giving up on the gold medal, and neither in lanes 2 and 1, Joshua Hutchinson and Janos Shepely, they're not giving up on bronze either. Final turn then. Charlie Phipps leading. And Jackson Crabb's caught up about 4/10 of a second over that last 50. He's only 3 seconds behind now. Then Thomas Rickles turned third, Joshua Hutchinson fourth, and that gap has closed. Joshua Hutchinson getting closer and now overtaking. You can't see it, but we now have Joshua Hutchinson and Tom Rickles fighting it out for the bronze. Looking at the gold medal race here though, Jackson Crabb chasing Charlie Phipps. Charlie Phipps in 4:07 this morning. It's a new PB, 4:03.67. Jackson Crabb also in a big PB, 4:04.78. Who's getting the bronze? It's Joshua Hutchinson, 4:11.01, just touching out Thomas Rickles. Then Julian Ocroy finishing 5th in 4:14.62. That's a PB for Julian. Janos Shepely 4:15.63, personal best time. Harry Osborne 4:16.72. Wow, what a swim! And that final 100 metres, there were so many swimmers fighting it out for the medals.
I think that's what you've got to do over that distance. If you know you've got that little bit left, you've just got to give it absolutely everything.
Charlie Phipps then 4:03.67, Jackson Crabb 4:04.78, worthy gold and silver medalists. And then Joshua Hutchinson 4:11.01. And we'll see Charlie Phipps again later in the 100 metres backstroke final. On we go to the men's 16 years 400 metre freestyle final, and here are the swimmers. Lane 9 is Lachlan Murray for Wickham District. Lane 0, Rock Villa Olbiols for Millfield. Lane 8, Zach Bourne Whittington for York City Baths. Lane 1, Will Wilson for City of Leeds. Lane 7, Aidan Anderson for University of Aberdeen Performance. Lane 2, Henry Gillam for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 6 is Atai Parnes Molcho for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 3, Henry Shepherd for Bromley. Lane 5, Caden Frampton for Millfield. And lane 4, Leo Talbot for Bolton Metro. Fastest 2 qualifiers for this final, swam under 4:06 in the heats. Aidan Anderson in lane 7, so qualifying in 6th fastest time. He's got a PB of 4:05, and Henry Shepherd, 3rd fastest qualifier here with 4:06. Last year he swam a 4:03. So Leo Talbot, Caden Frampton, Henry Shepherd, Aidan Anderson all look capable of winning this gold medal. Leo Talbot, having said that, qualifying fastest, he has swum even faster. He has a 4:01.54 to his name this year. It's the men's 16 years 400 metres freestyle final. So the finalists: Lachlan Murray, Zach Bourne Whittington, Aidan Anderson, Atai Parnes Molcho, Caden Frampton, Leo Talbot, Henry Shepherd, Henry Gillam, Will Wilson and Rock Villa Obiols. And Rock Villa Obiols nearest to us in lane 0, off to a good start. And in lane 4, Leo Talbot flying out. And Henry Shepherd looks like he's going to try and match him all the way in lane 3. Those were the first 3 to turn: Villa Obiols, Talbot and Shepherd. And Shepherd's going a little bit slower than he did in the first 50 metres, in the first 100 in the heats. But Talbot and Villa Obiols are going quicker.
It's all about pacing in this race, isn't it? He might not want to give everything he can straight away, knows he might have a bit more in the tank as he goes along.
After 100 metres, Leo Talbot's 56.94, and that is 4:01 kind of pace, which is his PB.
Brilliant.
So Leo Talbot leading. Henry Shepherd looks like he's second. Zach Bourne Whittington, 2 lanes from the top of the screen, going pretty well at this stage as well. Rock Villa Obiols still up among the leading group. Talbot, Shepherd, Villa Obiols, Bourne Whittington. Then it was Will Wilson, Henry Gillam, Aidan Anderson, Lachlan Murray, Atai Parnes Molcho and Caden Frampton in that order at that turn after 150 metres.
The 3 boys in lane 0, 1 and 2 all have a PB of 4:09 within that region, so those 3 boys there together already, hopefully have a good race between those.
158.34 at halfway for Talbot. $158.34.
Faster than this morning.
Yep, that's true. He was at 2:00.35 this morning. So it does feel like that 4:01 kind of pace for Leo Talbot. Henry Shepherd is going to turn second. And look, Caden Frampton, who was 10th a moment ago, is now up to third. So Caden Frampton is moving through the fields. He's going quicker than anybody else right now by some distance. And we've got 2 swimmers on the far side, Atai Parnes Molcho and Aidan Anderson, also pushing hard into the 300 metre turn then. Talbot under 3 minutes at the turn, 2:59.92. I think it's a big ask to come back in under 60 seconds in the last 100, so I think it'll be outside 4 minutes, but I won't rule anything out just yet. If you can do it, that'll be amazing.
You can see them all starting to really kick their legs as they're going through this last 100 though.
Caden Frampton was 10th at one point in this race. I mentioned that at one of the splits, and now he's second. That's Caden Frampton turning now. So Caden Frampton is going very quickly, but it's 2.43 seconds between the leading two at that turn. Can he possibly catch Leo Talbot? This is an incredible final 50, and Leo Talbot isn't breathing to his right. He's looking to his left. He might not even know that Caden Frampton is coming closer and closer with every stroke. Caden Frampton knows all about it. Every breath he takes is to his left. He's not quite going to get there. It's a goal for Leo Talbot, 4:01.64. Great swim. Caden Frampton, 4:02.56, a 2.5 second personal best time. And Henry Shepherd gets the bronze in 4:05.56. And that's a season's best for Henry. What a great race.
Brilliant. It's always good to keep you on the edge of your seats. Just shows though, I think, over the distances, swimmers have more wiggle room just slightly. I mean, a bit less in the 400 compared to the 800, but it just shows that anything can happen.
And I mentioned that Leo was breathing to his left. He still would have been able to see to his right. Underwater, he would have seen, but just not as clearly.
Yeah.
So Leo Talbot taking the gold medal there. That was another great race. Our next final is the men's 17-18 years 400 metres freestyle. And the swimmers are in lane 9, Joseph Hall for City of Leeds. Lane 0, Joshua Keogh for Bolton Metro. Lane 8, Hugh Mason Williams for City of Birmingham. Lane 1, Monty Smith for Wickham District. Lane 7, Edward Evans for Beckenham. Lane 2, Dominic Workman for City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Aidan Turner for Newcastle Swim Team. Lane 3, Ethan Kelly, City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Oliver Murray for Millfield. And lane 4, the fastest qualifier, Matthias Christoph for Mount Kelly. And last night we saw Matthias Christoph winning gold in the 200 metres butterfly for this age group. So he certainly has the stamina. This morning, Matthias set a PB, 3:57.76. But the swimmers either side of him, Oliver Murray and Ethan Kelly, are also capable of swimming sub 4 minutes. But after watching the 200 fly yesterday, well, I think Matthias Christoph might even think he could go even faster. Ethan Kelly in lane 3, though, remember, gold medalist on 800 and 1500 metres freestyle already this week. The finalists are Joseph Hall, Hugh Mason Williams, Edward Evans, Aidan Turner, Oliver Murray, Matthias Christoph, Ethan Kelly, Dominic Workman, Monty Smith and Joshua Keogh. Matthias Christoph out hard in lane 4, putting himself at the front of the spearhead as we go into the wall. And he'll be just ahead of Oliver Murray and Joshua Keogh at the first turn. Oliver Murray, almost exactly the same time for the first 50, so into his rhythm as he swam in the morning session. And lane 0, Joshua Keogh. Maisie, you love to see the swimmers in the outside lane doing well.
I do. I always think, me and my coach always said, if you've got an opportunity to get into a final, why not just give it absolutely everything? And you've got a lane, you've booked a lane. So, anything can happen. And we just saw there how close someone got, coming in from 10th all the way up to second place. So as long as you're giving it your best shot, you've got a chance.
You can see the spearhead, which is how the race is supposed to be swum, really. It's how it's designed with the faster swimmers in the middle. But now, look, it's breaking up. And swimmers in some of those outside lanes probably doing exactly what you're saying, Maisie, and thinking, right, I'm going to go for this.
Yep. You got the chance, so give it all you can do.
Christoph turning first, then it was Aidan Turner, Ethan Kelly in third at the turn, and then Edward Evans was fourth. Oliver Murray was fifth at that turn. Coming up to halfway this morning, Matthias Christoph at halfway, turning 1:57.30. He's going to be much quicker than that.
Definitely.
1:57 this morning, and that is 1:55.5. And he swam the second 200 in almost exactly 2 minutes this morning. So he's on course for a personal best. But Ethan Kelly now in lane 3, starting to make a move. And remember, Ethan in second place is the gold medalist at 800 and 1500 metres freestyle.
Yeah, Kelly was also faster this morning at that halfway mark.
The gap's really closing, isn't it? Christoph leading by 1.8 seconds or thereabouts at that turn. And in third place at the moment, it's Oliver Murray.
I think it's also once you get into this race and you find your pace, because when that take your mark to go happens, you've got the adrenaline pumping through you, you're a bit excited, you might be a bit nervous, so when you get in and you realise your rhythm's there, your pace is there, that's when these boys might start picking it up and, like you say, catching up with Matthias a little bit.
Matthias turning in 2:55.72. He's still going a little bit quicker than this morning, even now. He turned in 2:57 this morning at that point, and Ethan Kelly has actually slipped back a little bit over that last 50 metres. So rather than saying he slipped back, I think that means Matthias has accelerated, and he's thinking that he wants to get a PB in this final. It's Matthias Christoph ahead of Ethan Kelly, and then Oliver Murray. 1, 2, 3 at this turn. Final length of the pool then. Give it everything. And Ethan Kelly really is giving it everything in second place. He's not out of this race yet. Matthias Christoph's going to have to respond, I think, and it looks like he is responding. I think Christoph is going to hold off Ethan Kelly, but Ethan Kelly's giving it absolutely everything he can here. Into the last 15 metres. Matthias Christoph is going to get his second gold medal to add to the 200 fly. 3:54.19. A 3-second PB, and he's pleased with that. Matthias Christoph. What a swim. Well done, Matthias.
Deserves to celebrate like that. PB this morning and a PB again this afternoon, so great swimming.
Ethan Kelly, a 2-second PB, getting the silver medal, and Oliver Murray just outside the 4-minute barrier with 4:00.21 gets the bronze. And I think we saw there Matthias Christoph really putting a whole race together. There was a plan from the beginning, and he executed it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a nice feeling when you know you've executed that plan, what you've said to your coach, you've done it, and then you know that that conversation has paid off as well in those results there, so we should be really pleased.
On we go to the men's 19 years and over 400 metres freestyle final. In lane 9, Thomas Trebilco for Swansea University. Lane 0, Samuel Cook for the University of Birmingham. Lane 8 is Maxwell Adams for Wickham Districts. Lane 1, Cameron Rapson for the University of Stirling. Lane 7 is Luke Moore for Loughborough University. Lane 2, James Frogger for City of Birmingham. Lane 6, Luke McGee for Loughborough University. Lane 3, David Annis, University of Stirling. Lane 5 is Freddie Ashley Sparks for Wickham District. And lane 4, Harry Wynne Jones for Loughborough University. And Harry had one of the most memorable swims so far this week when he swam 8:01 in the 800 metres freestyle. He came so close to breaking 8 minutes for the first time. You can feel confident that he will swim around the 3:55 mark that he swam this morning in the heats, and he can go even quicker than that David Annis swam 3:58 in the heats this morning. He can go much quicker than that as well. This could be a big race between Harry Wynne-Jones in 4 and David Annis in 3. And Freddie Ashley-Sparks might well be inspired to go with them. Luke McGee as well in lane 6. Also seems capable of a fast time in this, the men's 19 years and over 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists: Thomas Trebilco, Maxwell Adams, Luke Moore, Luke McGee, Freddie Ashley-Sparks, Harry Wynne-Jones, David Annis, James Froggatt, Cameron Rapson and Samuel Cook. And I think the benchmark for most of these swimmers is to swim 30 seconds per 50 metres, 60 seconds per 100 metres. Once they get into their rhythm, they start a bit quicker than that, and then they know how to swim at that rhythm, 30 seconds per length of the pool.
Yeah, get out on that pace as fast as you can, really. So, you know, like you say, you're comfortable in that rhythm. You got the nerves out the way, and you can just keep that flow going for the 8 lengths of the pool.
So, turning in about 27 seconds, 26, 27 seconds for all of our leaders, and now settling into that 30 seconds per length pace, 60 seconds per 100. Now we come up to the 100 metres turn. And Harry Wynne-Jones at that turn, 55.88. And that is what? Over 3/4 of a second quicker than he swam the first 100 metres this morning.
Great to see. It's about how brave the other boys want to be as well. Do they want to keep on with the leader of the race? Just in case they might, you know, fall back. They want to make sure they've reserved as they keep going. But sometimes you just got to go for it and keep up with them as much as you can.
Wynne-Jones turning in 125.26 there. Leading from David Annis in 3. And third was Luke McGee at that turn in lane 6. So these 4 in the middle of the pool now moving away. But I said 30 seconds per 50 metres. I think Harry Wynne-Jones is more like 29.5 at the moment. It might even be low 29s. Here we go. 154.93, and he is swimming 100 in under 60 seconds at the moment. And David Annis is keeping up with that pace. So too Freddie Ashley-Sparks and Luke McGee. Only 3 of them can win medals.
Who's going to do it?
And, it doesn't matter the way it's going. They are 4 brilliant swims at the moment. So Wynne-Jones, then Annis, followed by Ashley-Sparks and McGee. And again, Harry Wynne-Jones comfortably under 30 seconds per 50. But David Annis is going even quicker because he seems to be closing the gap.
He's right on that lane rope as well, right next to Harry, trying to maybe get a little bit of his wave as he's going along.
100 metres left. Wynne-Jones, then Annis, and then Ashley-Sparks, followed by McGee. These 4, I don't think they can be caught. And it looks like these leading 3 now are leaving Luke McGee behind. So I think the 3 medalists are pulling away. Luke McGee not kicking as hard as the leading 3. You can probably see that. The leading 3 are giving it absolutely everything they can, going to the legs. And David Annis is right up on the shoulder as we go into this final turn. 0.35 seconds between them at the turn, and David Annis is now up on Harry Wynne-Jones' shoulder.
Frederick as well coming along, really, really kicking those legs. Just a wave of white as they get into the last 15 metres.
Well, this is a brilliant race, and David Annis is not giving up yet into the last 5. Can he possibly catch Harry Wynne-Jones, or is Wynne-Jones going to hold on? He does hold on. 3:52.09. David Annis 3:52.23, and Freddie Ashley-Sparks 3:53.23. It's a season's best for Freddie to get the bronze medal. And another great race. And it was made really by David Ellis 100 metres from the end, finding a way to close that gap on Harry Wynne-Jones. Well done, Harry, though. 352.09 to hold on under that enormous pressure.
Adds another gold to his 800 free as well. Always nice to have that pair together, 400, 800. Silver in the 1500 as well, so maybe those lower distances are his speciality.
Our next final then is men's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle. And we have 8 swimmers in this final. Let's introduce the finalists. Lane 8 is Max Davis for Worksop Dolphins. Lane 1, Lewis Jones for the University of Birmingham. Lane 7 is Jamie Curtis, City of Bristol. Lane 2, Alfie Penfold for Crawley. Lane 6. Here we go, lane 6, Bjorn Sebastian Ayen. Lane 3 is Thomas Navarro Barber for Portsmouth North Sea. Lane 5, Rowan Brennan for Basildon and Phoenix. And lane 4, Kieran Williams from Manchester Performance Centre. Looking forward to this one, Maisie.
Yeah, definitely. Kieran already getting 717 points this morning, which is a great point score. So, we would like to see that heat's final progression. So hopefully, maybe a faster time this morning. PB with a 4:16 his PB is obviously going 4:25 this morning. So hopefully he can close that gap slightly and get those points nearer to that 800 mark, which I'm sure he'll want to try and do.
And there might be 20 seconds between Kieran and Thomas Navarro Barber, but Thomas Navarro Barber scored 699 points this morning. Max Davis will also be 30 seconds maybe behind the time set by Kieran Williams potentially here. And Max Davis in lane 8, 695 points this morning, will also be challenging for a medal. An S8 swimmer, Max Davis. Thomas Navarro Barber, S9, and Kieran Williams in lane 4, S10. So it's all about the points. As Bjorn Sebastian Ayen comes to the block. 8 swimmers in the final. It's the men's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle. The finalists, Max Davis, Jamie Curtis, Bjorn Sebastian Ayen, Rowan Brennan, Kieran Williams, Thomas Navarro Barber, Alfie Penfold and Lewis Jones.
Yeah, this is Kieran's, what I'd like to say, probably his main event, as we call it, his favourite one. So I'm sure he'll be wanting to do really well at the end of season meet in this race.
We've had a shout out for Jamie Curtis on the live stream. Jamie in lane 7. So Jamie's got plenty of support watching live, which is great. Jamie turning there in 32.16 after 50 metres, and that's more than half a second quicker than he started the heats this morning. So Jamie's going well there in lane 7.
Great to see. You can already see that spearhead as well as they go along, and obviously, like you said, these swimmers probably are going to have a greater distance between one another because of their different impairments. Kieran being on the higher end of the physically impaired classification system. Alfie Penfold in lane 2, S13 swimmer, the only visually impaired swimmer out of the swimmers here, so being tapped there as he entered the wall.
To what extent, as a swimmer, do you know what the times are worth in terms of points? You obviously know what your personal best time would be worth in terms of points.
Yeah.
But to watch another race in your event and your classification, are you aware of that?
I think that's where para swimming's really hard, because there obviously are 14 different classifications, and each one of those have different world records, and then there's remembering everyone's personal best as well. So it is tricky to remember, and you know, the para swimming kind of system can be quite complicated at times for people who are unaware of it. But no, just as long as everyone's trying their best and then looking at their PB, seeing how close that is away from the world records, tells you kind of roughly where their points kind of should be.
And if someone comes to you in training on Monday morning and says, at the weekend I swam a PB, it was 226.3, do you then say, well, how many points is that worth?
Yeah,
you do?
Basically.
Right, okay.
S6 times, I know really, really well, because obviously I was an S6 swimmer myself, so the likes of Bruce D, who's at the Commonwealth Games next week, you know, male-wise S6 swimmers and female S6 swimmers I know quite well, and then I'd say like S7s I'd know relatively well, same for S5s, like the classifications around your own you're aware of, but kind of when it goes up the scale or a bit below my scale, I'm not as aware of. But I think that's just the nature of para swimming. You know, you're so focused looking at the classifications you're racing against and the different swimmers within that classification that you do kind of focus on your own. So all of these swimmers here will be aware of their own world records in each of their classes. So, you know, the likes of Rowan and Kieran, both being S10 swimmers, 3 S9s, Jamie Bourne and Thomas as well, they'll all know kind of roughly where they need to be in order to get those high points totals.
And then, of course, somebody does say to you on Monday morning, I scored 836 points with that time, and you raise your eyebrows and go, you've stepped up. Yep.
Great swim, that's really good.
Yeah. So leading then, Kieran Williams, 3:14.45 after 300 metres. We don't ring the bell in the para swimming events with 100 metres to go. That's not part of the rules for para swimming. So we do have 2 lengths left, and Kieran Williams turning in 3:14.45 there. Is almost, it's 4.5 seconds quicker than he swam this morning. And
Rowan
this
Brennan
morning he
as
swam
well.
4:25.
Rowan Brennan as well, also 3:22. So great to see him making that progress. Hopefully he can keep it going for this last 100 metres.
Kieran Williams, who scored 717 points this morning. This may well then be a gold medal swim, because
definitely.
It'll be difficult for anyone to beat something like 740 or in that area, which is what it looks like it will be as we get towards the end. Then Kieran Williams, this morning he swam 4:25.54, and in the final 4:21.33, which is 752 points. And then Rowan Brennan 4:29.47, and this morning Rowan swam 4:33.2, so he improves on his number of points. Thomas Barber goes into silver medal positions, you can see there, with 4:37.00. The positions you can see do reflect the points that have been scored, as Jamie Curtis comes in and he goes into 5th, then drops to 6th, and Max Davis, last to touch the wall, gets the bronze medal, 4:53.56, and that is worth 720 points. We had 4 swimmers in that final scoring over 700 points. Bjorn Sebastian Air scoring 710, but he finishes 4th on the points table.
Yeah, just 10 points between 3rd and 4th there. So, like we said, for the girls, obviously, in the 400 free, only 2 points between those. So, for these boys here, they've all made progress there and all near their season's best, if not season's best already. So, fantastic job for those swimmers.
Well done, everybody there. And we've got to be impressed. 752 points for Kieran in finishing in 1st place.
Exactly.
We have women's 400 metre freestyle finals next in the pool. They'll be coming up in just a moment. After the swim, how soon would you go for a swim down? And how much does the medal ceremony interfere with cooling down after a race?
Try and get in the swim down pool as soon as possible, really. always take off my race suit and then get straight in, because you just want to recover as fast as you possibly can. You don't want that lactic acid to be in your body for too long.
Here come the finalists for the women's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle. Lane 9 is Casey Crisp for South Lanarkshire. Lane 0, Minnie Wilkinson for Wickham District. Lane 8, Harper Aspinall for Wirral Metro. Lane 1, Annie Falkus for Morpeth. Lane 7, Evie Donaldson for City of Newport Swimming and Water Polo. Lane 2, Emily Stevens for City of Birmingham. Lane 6, Emily England Hall, City of Leeds. Lane 3, Elise Butler for Maidstone. Lane 5 is Rin Mayo for Camden Swiss Cottage. And in lane 4, fastest qualifier for Wickham District is Jessica Stafford.
This is women's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle final.
Fastest qualifiers here, Rin Mayo and Jessica Stafford both swam under 4:30 this morning in the heats, which is very impressive. And Rin Mayo may be able to go even quicker, but watch Emily England Hall in lane 6. She has won gold in 1500 free, 200 IM, silver in 200 freestyle, and she finishes strongly. Don't count her out with 100 metres to go. It's the women's 13-14 years 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists then are Casey Crisp, Harper Aspinall, Evie Donaldson, Emily England Hall, Rin Mayo, Jessica Stafford, Elise Butler, Emily Stevens, Annie Falkus and Minnie Wilkinson. And we've had a shout out on the live stream for Evie Donaldson in lane 7. So Evie's got support out there watching live and getting behind her 3 lanes from the top of the picture. So as first to turn is Rin Mayo in 30.04. Evie turning 7th there, 30.72. And looking at the speed from this morning, everybody's going just that little bit quicker in this final. So the adrenaline really is pumping for all of these swimmers.
Like you say, even just that little bit faster over those 8 lengths, it can add up and it can become, you know, a great amount by the time you finish and touch that wall.
Emily England Hall looks like she's going to turn first here at 100 metres, 63.41, followed by Minnie Wilkinson into the wall, then Elise Butler and Jessica Stafford. And Emily finishes fast. But she's going fast in the first half of the race as well this time. So this could be something really, really impressive for Emily England Hall.
And she's already won gold in that 1500 as well. So for her to be going out at this speed for a 400 is great to see.
Emily turns in 136.66 after 100 metres. And that is 3 seconds quicker than she swam the first 150 this morning. Her time this morning was 4:31. She's going to swim much, much quicker than that in this final. Coming up to the halfway turn. And it's Emily England Hall. This morning at halfway, she turned in 2:14.67. Look at that, 5 seconds ahead of that now. And we are looking now at her PB of 4:24 and wondering if she can beat it in this race. Second at the moment in 3, Elise Butler. But pushing forward now in 3rd, Emily Stevens as well. 3 lengths of the pool left at this turn. England Hall then. 2:44.02. 2.25 seconds she leads from Elise Butler. And let's see if that gap closes at all as we come to the 300 metre turn.
Elise Butler really worked on those underwaters as well, which I think is what just got her in front of those other girls that she was in a line with.
So Elise Butler and Emily Stevens both going well now. They're in second and third. England Hall turning in 3:18.17. Second there was Butler, 3:20.62. And Stafford was third at that turn.
This is going to be Emily England Hall's race.
Jessica Stafford in lane 4. Coming up to the final turn then, Emily England Hall. Looks like she has an unassailable lead. Elise Butler though, going very well in second place. England Hall, 3:51 at the turn. It's going to be very close to a PB for the leader. But Elise Butler's not giving up at all here. I think Elise Butler's on for a personal best time as well. And Jessica Stafford is fighting back. These three will be the medalists then. It will be England Hall, Butler and Stafford. What's the clock? PB is 4:24.02. It's a new PB for Emily England Hall. Elise Butler 4:26.55. That's the first time she's swum under 4:30. Jessica Stafford 4:27.33, also with a 2-second PB. There's the winner, Emily England Hall. And it's her third gold medal of the week, adding to the 1500 free and the 200 metres individual medley.
Very good, and she is one of the swimmers who haven't yet turned 14 as well, so one of the youngest ones in that age group, so fantastic.
So yes, a 14-year swimmer on that graphic, but she is still 13 years of age, born in 2012. Elise Butler gets the silver medal, Jessica Stafford gets the bronze, and a lot of those swimmers swimming really brilliant times. Most swimmers there with PBs. Well done to everyone there. Now the women's 15 years 400 metres freestyle final. In lane 9 is Rosie Grosvenor for City of Birmingham. Lane 0, Olivia Knox for Wigan Best. Lane 8, Isabel Hall for City of Leeds. Lane 1, Ava Halliwell for Wirral Metro. Lane 7, Heidi Corbett for Guildford City. Lane 2, Ellie McLeod for Woking. Lane 6, Lydia Shipley for Middlesbrough. Lane 3, Matilda Boyce for Bracknell and Wokingham. Lane 5, Ellie Hull for City of Birmingham. And lane 4, fastest qualifier for Portsmouth North Sea, Rose O'Brien. Rose O'Brien and Ellie Hull both swimming 4:25 in the heats this morning. And they did it in different ways. Ellie Hull much stronger in the second half of the 400. So Ellie Hull stronger in the second half. It's the women's 15 years 400 metres freestyle. The finalists are Rosie Grosvenor, Isabel Hall, Heidi Corbett, Lydia Shipley, Ellie Hull, Rose O'Brien, Matilda Boyce, Ellie McLeod, Ava Halliwell and Olivia Knox. And from the start, Ellie Hull has actually gone out faster than Rose O'Brien. We're looking at lanes 5 and 4 with the yellow lane ropes right in the middle of the pool. Ellie Hull, who was stronger in the second half of the race this morning, is dominating from the beginning this time.
Yeah, maybe that was something she knew that she could improve on from this morning. It's always great to see that progression from that heat to final, and always want something to work on as well to make that final so much more stronger. And, you know, that's the benefit of having a heat and a final as well.
And how detailed were your discussions with coaches between heats and finals?
Depended on the race, really, and, you know, what the next steps were going to be. Sometimes we knew what we needed to change, whereas others it would just be a quick, right, you need to be fast around your turns tonight, and that's just what we'd work on. So, again, it's depending on the athlete and what they like, but mine were relatively brief, I'd say.
Ellie Hull still out in front then, turning in 62.25 at that turn. And Ellie McLeod was in second. So 3 lanes from the bottom of the picture, Ellie McLeod. And look at the far side, 2 lanes from the top, Isabel Hall. And Isabel's got a fast PB. So even though she swam this morning in 4:31, she can go quicker than that. And she could be a threat in this race. After 150 metres then, our leader is Ellie McLeod now, 135.35 at that turn. So it's Ellie McLeod leading from Ellie Hull and Isabel Hall. The halfway turn coming up now then. And it's McLeod first in 2:08.74. And second at the turn was Ellie Hull, who we might expect to be strong in the second half of the race. But look at Ellie McLeod, she's kicking hard. And she's trying to get away from everyone in this third 100.
And she is breathing in the direction of those girls as well. So she knows that she might be slightly ahead of them. But I know this pool especially is so wide, it can be quite hard to see them. So for her, I'd say she's got a good position at the moment.
McLeod, then Hall, and then Hull at the turn ahead of O'Brien, Shipley, Corbett, Boyce, Knox, and Halliwell. 2.5 lengths of the pool left to swim. And Ellie McLeod looks like she's really into her rhythm and swimming absolutely brilliantly. She swam 4:27 this morning, Ellie McLeod, and she turned at 300 metres then in 3:19.3. So have a look at the time, 3:15 this time, 4 seconds ahead of that pace.
Hopefully she's just feeling that adrenaline. You can hear the crowd already cheering slightly more, and again she's looking in the right direction to keep this positivity going, as you know, she only got just under a length and a half left.
There are 6 swimmers fighting for medals as well behind Ellie McLeod. Isabel Hall is leading that challenge, I would say, but now coming through in 6, Lydia Shipley, 5, Ellie Hull showing that second half strength, and Rose O'Brien in 4. And they're all now chasing Ellie McLeod down this final 50 metres. Lydia Shipley turned second there in 6, lane 6. But look in the middle, Rose O'Brien and Ellie Hull really coming through. It's surely going to be Ellie McLeod's gold medal, or is it? They're really coming strongly across the pool. Ellie McLeod's got to really fight for this. Oh, is she going to hold on? I think she is, and it's going to be Shipley for silver, maybe. No, Shipley came fourth. Rose O'Brien got the silver. Ellie McLeod takes the gold medal. And almost gives a look of what was all the fuss about. But she is the next gen champion in 4:21.61. And it's a massive PB.
Massive PB, 6-second PB. Incredible. She obviously just had that determination, had that grit as she went through. And like I say, hopefully those nerves and that adrenaline just went, and she knew the pace and she could hold on to it.
Rose O'Brien gets the silver medal. Ellie Hull takes bronze. Lydia Shipley 4:22.02. I thought she was going to get a medal right at the end, but that's a 5-second PB for Lydia. Isabel Hall finishing in 5th then, 4:22.24. And that's a season's best for Isabel. On we go to the women's 16 years 400 metres freestyle final. And the swimmers are in lane 9, Nadia Olszewska for Barnet Copthall. Lane 0, Alice Harper for Millfield. Lane 8, Kira Johnson for Wigan Best. Lane 1, Phoebe Lawton for City of Coventry. Lane 7 is Elizabeth Warner for City of Leeds. Lane 2 is Amelia Fenner for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 6, Summer Martin for Wickham District. Lane 3, Iris Hurst for Warrington Warriors. Lane 5, Amber Hinton for Dumfries. And fastest qualifier in lane 4 for Basildon and Phoenix, Jasmine Hall.
This is the 16 years 400 metres freestyle final.
Jasmine Hall, 4:25 in the heats this morning, 3 seconds quicker, 2.5 seconds quicker than anybody else in those heats. But we've got swimmers in this final who can swim quicker than that. Jasmine herself can swim quicker than that. And Iris Hurst can also challenge from lane 3. Elizabeth Warner as well in lane 7. Women's 16 years 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists are Nadia Olszewska, Kira Johnson, Elizabeth Warner, Summer Martin, Amber Hinton, Jasmine Hall, Iris Hurst, Amelia Fenner, Phoebe Lawton and Alice Harper. And they'll all be looking around the 30-second mark at this first turn. And it looks like lane 3, Iris Hurst will go even quicker than that into the turn. 29.60 for Iris. Second at the turn there, Phoebe Lawton in 30.05. Quite a reserved start for the fastest qualifiers in the middle of the pool, Jasmine Hall and Amber Hinton. But this is obviously a game plan for Iris Hurst. She turned after 100 metres this morning in 63.34. And she is 1.25 seconds ahead of that pace at the moment. Lane 4 now, Jasmine Hall starting to reel in Iris Hurst as we come up to the 150 metre turn.
Yeah, Iris has definitely set that mark, and the other girls obviously trying to do the best that they can to try and catch up with her, and it looks like lane 4, Jasmine Hall is doing that.
Real snap in the turn there from Iris Hurst, really hit the wall hard. Lane 7 there, Elizabeth Warner's turn caught my eye with the dolphin kick underwater. She turned in 7th. I always think it's a sign that somebody's got some energy still there and holding on to their breath in the turns. So keep an eye on Elizabeth Warner in the yellow cap, 3 lanes from the top. The halfway turn, it's Iris Hurst from Jasmine Hall. 2:09.15 for Iris. And we're still a couple of seconds quicker than she swam this morning when she had a 4:28. But now, Jasmine Hall is leading. Coming out of that turn really, really well. And holding on to that momentum, that speed, to come surging past Iris. Three lengths of the pool left after this turn. The new leader then, Jasmine Hall, 2:42 dead at the turn, and she's got half a second on Hurst now. Third, Amelia Fenner. So first and third, both swimming for Basildon and Phoenix in those orange caps.
Yeah, they've obviously got very strong 400 based, maybe at training.
Amber Hinton still in this race as well in 4th. And Summer Martin in lane 6 as well, currently in 5th. Amelia Fenner seems to have found a little bit more speed in that last 10 metres. She's almost accelerated into the wall. So it's Hall, Hurst and Fenner at the turn. 3:15.1 for Jasmine Hall at the turn. And we're on for something very special, I think, here for Jasmine Hall. This is close to her lifetime best pace.
Amber Hinton as well, also looking like she's maintaining it with those other 2 girls in lane 2 and 3.
50 metres left. It's Jasmine Hall, 3:47.91. 3 seconds quicker than she was with 50 metres to go this morning. So we are looking out for a potential lifetime best, and also coming through, it looks like it's going to be a Basildon and Phoenix 1-2 or maybe not. Amelia Fenner was up to second momentarily, but Amber Hinton now for Dumfries is coming through, and Iris Hurst is fighting back as well. The gold medal is going to be won here by Jasmine Hall, and who will get the silver into the last 5 metres, 4:20 to win it, and Amber Hinton gets the silver, Iris Hurst gets the bronze. Amelia Fenner, who was second at one point in that final 50 metres, touches in fourth, and there really wasn't much between second and fourth there at all. And for Jasmine Hall, 4:20.04 is a new lifetime best time. She adds 400 metres freestyle gold to the 200 metres freestyle and the 1500 metres freestyle gold medals that she's already won this week. Amber Hinton, 4:21.83. That's a massive PB for Amber. And she was the silver medalist in 1500 metres free. So she gets another silver. Iris Hurst with a time of 4:22.01, also with a lifetime best time. What a great swim. What a great race. Amelia Fenner also with a big lifetime best. On to the women's 17-18 years 400 metres freestyle final. Introducing the swimmers. Lane 9 is Martina Karabach for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 0, Alice Young for Leatherhead. Lane 8, Emily Hughes for Millfields. Lane 1, Francesca Harrison for City of Leicester. Lane 7 is Ella Smith for Borough of Stockton Swim Scheme. Lane 2, Ava Cook, City of Sheffield Swim Squad. Lane 6, Alice Forrest for Derwentshire and Gateshead. Lane 3, Edith Price for Mount Kelly. Lane 5, Abby Roscoe for Wirral Metro. And the fastest qualifier for City of Liverpool, Lane 4, Kerry Henney. Kerry Henney's time, 4:19.65 in the heats. And that was almost 2 seconds quicker than Abby Roscoe, the second fastest qualifier. Kerry had a very strong second half of the race, I would say. Looking back at the splits. So I wonder if Abby Roscoe has something to offer in this final to put her under pressure. It's the women's 17-18 years 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists are Martina Karabach, Emily Hughes, Ella Smith, Alice Forrest, Abby Roscoe, Kerry Henney, Edith Price, Ava Cook, Francesca Harrison and Alice Young. There are some fast PBs among these swimmers, and they didn't swim up to that pace this morning, so we might see some fast times in this final.
Yeah, Abby Roscoe, PB of 4:16. So they may have heat swam this morning and then hoping to get as close as they can to that in the final tonight.
Well, they won't be holding back in this race, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
And this could be a close one. Kerry Henney looking steady in 4. Alice Forrest in 6, probably just leading at this point in time. As we come to the 100-metre turn, it's Alice Forrest. And Ella Smith's right up there as well. So it's Forrest, then Kerry Henney, Abby Roscoe and Ella Smith at that turn. 61, low 62s at the turn. Much quicker than they all swam this morning.
Yeah, great. I think that's the thing, and as you get older and more of a senior athlete, you realise you might be able to give yourself a little bit more of a, not an easy swim, but more of a heat swim in the morning to be able to, you know, reserve that energy so you can go really as close as you possibly can to your PB in that final.
Well, let's admire the fact that there is only 2.14 seconds between first and 10th after 150 metres. And that tells you all 10 of these swimmers are having a really, really good swim right now. We have that group of 5, or is it 6 in the middle, fighting for the medals. Edith Price, Kerry Henny, Abby Roscoe, Alice Forrest, and Ella Smith. And Emily Hughes, we'd include in that. So that lead group of 6 splits by just 1.66 seconds there. Abby Roscoe now taking the lead and moving away from Kerry Henny. Henny with a faster stroke rate in second place at the moment. Roscoe in 2:40.23 at the turn. Only half a second ahead of Kerry Henny. And Edith Price now surging through in third place. And now everybody's got to get themselves into position to attack, because we'll take the bell now from the last 100 metres. It's Roscoe, Henny, then Price at the turn. Fourth will be Alice Forrest at this turn. And just behind her, Ella Smith. But Abby Roscoe's looking good in lane 5.
Edith Price as well, really looking like she's doing as much as she can to try and keep up with Kerry Henny, in lane 4.
Final turn. It looks like these 3 will win the medals. It's Roscoe, then Henny, and then Price. And the gap between Henny and Price, only 12/100ths of a second at that turn. And now Edith Price is up to second. Can she challenge Abby Roscoe in the final 25 metres?
Her straight rope's being picked up. Her legs are really going as they're approaching the last 15.
Abby Roscoe's digging deep here in the black cap, but Edith Price is fighting as well in the white cap. It's going to be Abby Roscoe first of the all. It's a gold medal swim, 4:16.65 seconds. Edith Price, silver medal, 4:17.42. There's the winner, Abby Roscoe. She won the 1500 free, and now she's won the 400 free at these championships. 4:16.65. Well, that is right on top of her lifetime best, so that is just about as quickly as she has ever swum. And she was really under pressure in that last 25 metres. Another great race.
Another great one, yeah, really good to see.
Alice Young finishing fourth, 4:21.29. That's a big PB. Alice Forrest, 4:21.35. Swimming quicker than this morning. Ella Smith got a PB there in the final, so lots of good swims. As we go to the women's 19 years and over 400 metres freestyle final, and we introduce in lane 9 Emily Johnson for University of Bath, lane 0 Jessica Podger for University of Bath, lane 8 Molly Baker, City of Sheffield, lane 1 Madison Wrens for City of Liverpool, lane 7 is Jessica Smelt, Loughborough University, lane 2 Lucy Parsons, Loughborough University, lane 6, Talia Staines for Derwentshire and Gateshead. Lane 3, Amy Monks for Swansea University. Lane 5 is Sophie Ben for Mount Kelly. And in lane 4, fastest qualifier for City of Sheffield, Shannon Stotts. Shannon Stott had a really good heat swim to finish with the fastest qualifying time for this final. Really, really impressive. She basically swam out on her own for the whole heat, but I think she might have some swimmers to contend with in this final. Sophie Ben and Amy Monks could also go with Shannon in this final. Lucy Parsons in lane 2 has also got a good PB set earlier this year. It's the women's 19 years and over 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists are Emily Johnson, Molly Baker, Jessica Smeltz, Talia Stain, Sophie Ben, Shannon Stott, Amy Monks, Lucy Parsons, Madison Renz and Jessica Podger. So qualifying this morning from these swimmers all around the 4:17 to 4:22 mark. And a bit like the last final we just saw, maybe we can go a little bit quicker in this race. Amy Monks out fastest. Interestingly, not quite as fast as she was for the first 50 this morning.
That might have been something that she reflected on. You know, she might have gone out too fast, maybe reserving her energy this afternoon to make sure she is as strong as she possibly can be on that last part of the race.
And look at Shannon Stott noticeably slipping back behind the race leaders. But don't be fooled. I don't think we can rule her out. That's not a sign, I think,
Definitely
that she's not in this race.
Definitely not.
I think that's a sign more likely that we'll see her come through later on.
Her and Sophie both having a PB of around that 4:13 mark, so the fastest two PBs in this race.
Lane 2, Lucy Parsons going well. Lane 6, Talia Staines going well. Lane 9, Emily Johnson. You love an outside lane.
Do like an outside lane. Give them that opportunity and you can do anything with it.
Well, Johnson turned in 5th there. So it was Staines, Parsons, Ben, Monks and Johnson at that turn. Just started to get the feeling that the swimmers are now getting into their rhythm and winding things up a little bit now. And our leader is Lucy Parsons in lane 2. Talia Staines with a much higher stroke rate, not getting quite as much distance per stroke, is up in 2nd. Parsons, then Staines at the turn. 2:06.88, and Shannon Stott was 7th there. But surely now Shannon Stott is going to try and move through the field in lane 4.
And you can see her legs now going as they've passed that halfway mark.
We'll get a better view when we get the next camera angle at 5 metres. Here we go, look at this. It's Lucy Parsons, then Sophie Ben now. And Shannon Stott has gone from 7th to 5th over the course of that last length of the pool. Lucy Parsons, then Sophie Ben, and I think Amy Monks now might be up into 3rd, just ahead of Talia Staines, and we'll have the bell next. Shannon Stott's got a lot of work to do to get up with these leading 4. She's currently in 5th place. Lucy Parsons turning 1st, then Sophie Ben, then it's Amy Monks and Talia Staines, and Shannon Stott 3:14.18 at that turn. And she's actually losing ground on the leader, Shannon Stott, so I don't think she's going to get up among the medals now, because we've got 4 swimmers going quicker than Shannon Stott. So, lane 2, Lucy Parsons, Amy Monks in 3, Sophie Ben in 5. They look like they're going to compete for the medals here. Final turn. You can see all of these swimmers have given absolutely everything they can. And it looks like it's going to come down to a race between the 2 swimmers closest to us, Lucy Parsons and Amy Monks. Lucy Parsons looking strong, Sophie Ben fighting hard in 5, in 3rd at the moment, but I don't think anybody's going to stop Lucy Parsons. She's got the momentum. Lucy Parsons into the wall in 4:14.87 seconds. It's a new PB, a lifetime best for Lucy Parsons. Great swim. Amy Monks 4:15.52, also with a lifetime best. And Sophie Ben 4:16 there, 0.25, going quicker than she did in the heats this morning. I think we had gold and silver medal swimmers there who were absolutely inspired by the way that race unfolded.
Definitely, and like you say, to prove from this morning's races as well is always great to see. And again, lots of those girls getting PB, season's best, so fantastic.
Talia Staines, that's a 3-second PB, finishing 4th. You might be disappointed not to get a medal, but you've got to be pleased to go to swim a 3-second personal best. Jessica Smeltz, good time there, 4:19. Here come the swimmers for the women's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle final. 9 swimmers in the final. Lane 0, Lily Rice for City of Cardiff. Lane 8, Eliza Humphrey for Swansea University. Lane 1, Rebecca Hardy-Bishop for Crawley. Lane 7 is Imogen Dodds for Northampton. Lane 2, Scarlett Humphrey for Loughborough University. Lane 6, Stephanie Booth for Borough of Kirklees. Lane 3 is Olivia Patterson for University of Aberdeen Performance. Lane 5, Tia Johnson for Newcastle Swim Team. And lane 4, Amber Haycock for Northampton as well. Well, Maisie Summers-Newton, what do you think of this final?
Yeah, well, like I say, 2 points between Amber and Scarlett this morning. And then there were 2 points between the two of them last night. So I think Amber's really going to want to give everything she can to try and get this gold medal. Obviously, Scarlett being a visually impaired, Amber being on the higher end of the physically impaired with the classification system. So, again, it won't be much to do with the time. It will be about how many points they get, and we'll have to see what happens when they touch that wall. But if their times, like we said, are faster as they are than they were this morning, then them points will increase as well. So hopefully be a fantastic race.
Lily Rice in lane 0 had the 3rd highest points total of these 9 swimmers in the heats this morning. So she's also a potential medal winner here. It's the women's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle final. The finalists are Eliza Humphrey, Imogen Dodds, Stephanie Booth, Tia Johnson, Amber Haycock, Olivia Patterson, Scarlett Humphrey, Rebecca Hardy-Bishop and Lily Rice.
Yeah, well, lots of these swimmers, I'd say, having quite a strong heat swim for most of them. I think in the para world of swimming, I think most of us will try our best to do that heat to final progression. Most of us, might be outside your PB in that heat. That's completely fine if you know you can give it more in that final. Tia Johnson, S10 swimmer, Amber Haycock, S10 swimmer as well. So those two, it will be a race between those, definitely about who can touch that wall first, as they are the same classification.
And as we always remind you, it's about the points in para swimming. Amber Haycock then is leading against the clock in lane 4. And after 100 metres this morning, she was at 112.18. And she's going quicker than that, 110.61.
Great to see Amber, being a former teammate of hers at Northampton. She works so hard. Just finished her A-levels as well, and like I was saying before, all of these swimmers having so many different experiences before this event this week. So whether that's A-levels, GCSEs, and then to come here and race and try and swim as fast as you possibly can, it's a huge achievement for them, and especially for Amber and all the other swimmers here this week.
Very impressive from everyone. Amber coming into the 150-metre turn, and she's about 2.5 seconds quicker than she was at that point in the heat swim. Tia Johnson turning second there, and Tia's also going a couple of seconds quicker in the final. And third at the turn was Olivia Patterson.
Yeah, Amber Haycock leading at the moment, got a lower limb impairment. with her feet, so I think she's doing really well to keep that momentum in her legs going. Obviously she relies on her arms a lot to pull her through the water, so for her to use her legs in that way is amazing. Obviously you can see there as she comes off the wall, she doesn't use her legs as much as, say, an able-bodied swimmer. She needs to get up as fast as she can because her swimming would be faster than her underwaters.
Lily Rice turned there in 2:35.33, and we think she could be a potential medal winner here. That is 7 seconds quicker than she was at 200 metres this morning.
Yeah, fantastic. And obviously she is the lowest classification we've got in this race, being an SA athlete, so she's definitely going to score quite highly if she keeps swimming the way she is at this moment in time.
Well, that could bring her into contention for one of the first two positions. We also have to think about lane 2, Scarlett Humphrey, and you'll see her time pop up in the bottom left of your screen in a moment. This morning, Scarlett, after 250 metres, was 3:28.58, so she's going 3 seconds quicker as well. So all of these swimmers, with the adrenaline of the final pumping and the preparation of the full day before the finals, are increasing their speed.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, like I said yesterday about make sure you go back to the hotel, having that rest, refueling in the right ways. All these athletes here will know exactly what works for them and what will make them swim faster tonight. So spoke with Scarlett before the race as well, and she was hoping to get closer to her season's best time as she possibly can of a 5:31, and I'm sure she's on track to do that so far.
Well, just doing a little bit of mental arithmetic, it's obviously going to be close between Amber Haycock and Scarlett Humphrey in terms of points. And we're looking at Amber Haycock here, and Lily Rice in lane 0 as well is going to have something to say about the medals. Right, Amber Haycock then, 50 metres left to swim. 4:24 at the turn. Much, much quicker than she was this morning.
Yeah, nearly 4 seconds faster, so expect to see those points when she touched the wall be hopefully within that 700 mark.
It's going to be just outside 5 minutes her time. So let's have a look then. It was 5:05 this morning. She's obviously going to swim quicker than that. Amber Haycock then. We will see the points. We can tell you how many points she scored. It's 712 for Amber Haycock. Coming in second is going to be Olivia Patterson. Olivia this morning swam in 5:23. And look at Lily Rice in lane 0. Lane 0, Lily Rice goes into first place with that time of 5:16.05. And then we're watching for lane 2, Scarlett Humphrey coming in. She could get into the medals here. Scarlett, who swam 5:38 this morning, she easily beats that, and she's tied for the silver medal with Amber Haycock. They both scored 712 points. So we'll have a shared silver medal for Scarlett Humphrey and Amber Haycock. Rebecca Hardy-Bishop is coming in now, and her points are going to be just around 599 for Rebecca Hardy-Bishop, 6th in that final. We will get confirmation of the results once the visually impaired athletes have had their goggles checked to make sure they're fully blacked out. So there is going to be a slight delay before that result is confirmed. But Lily Rice, 750 points, swimming in 5 minutes and 16 seconds, a 12-second improvement on this morning's swim.
Amazing, yeah. That's what you like to see. Lily's had so much experience previously racing at the Commonwealth Games, so she probably knows what she needs to do when she gets into that final. Liza Humphrey, though, as well, 4th, 5:39.94. Fantastic swim for her, season's best. Recently moved into Swansea University after leaving Northampton, so, again, she's gone through a lot of changes this year, moving to a different programme, so she should be really, really pleased with that race.
Absolutely brilliant for Lily Rice, Scarlett Humphrey, Amber Haycock, Eliza Humphrey, all over 650 points. Olivia Patterson scored 617. And Rebecca Hardy-Bishop had 599 points. You'll see all of these points come up on the screen in a moment. Here they come for you. Lily Rice, 750 points. That's the gold medal. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Scarlett Humphrey and Amber Haycock tie for silver. And that illustrates how the point system works, because S10 and S11 categories, their times are a long way apart, but they score the same number of points according to their classification.
Medal ceremony for the men's 13,
Let's go down to the
14 years,
poolside for medal
400
ceremonies.
freestyle. The medals will be presented by President of Swim England, Tom Baster. Bronze medalist, representing Barnet Coptal, Frankie Zietl. Silver medalist, representing Maidstone, Romeo Paul. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing the Isle of Man, Oscar Madrell. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 15 years, 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Woking, Joshua Hutchinson. Silver medalist, representing the city of Leicester, Jackson Crabb. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Millfield, Charlie Phipps. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Bromley, Henry Shepherds. Silver medalist, representing Millfield, Caden Frampton. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Bolton Metro, Leo Talbot. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 17-18 years, 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Millfield, Oliver Murray. Silver medalist, representing the city of Liverpool, Ethan Kelly. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Matthias Christoph. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 19 years and over 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Wickham District, Freddie Ashley Sparks. Silver medalist, representing the University of Stirling, David Annis. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Loughborough University, Harry Wynne Jones. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. Medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Worksup, Max Davies. Silver medalist, representing Portsmouth North Sea, Thomas Navarro Barber. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Manchester Performance Centre, Kieran Williams. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists.
We are back to the pool for the next set of finals. Our next finals are men's 100 metres backstroke races. And here come the finalists for the 13-14 years age group. In lane 9, Gabriel Pereira Hill for Bexley. Lane 0, Dane Rawkins for Sevenoaks. Lane 8, James Ellis for Doncaster Darts. Lane 1 is Jason Lee for City of Birmingham. Lane 7, Xiao Chan Zhang for Louth Dolphins. Lane 2, Jacob Pearson for Bristol Henleys. Lane 6 is Rory McDonald for Guildford City. Lane 3, Tobias Anderson for City of Norwich. Lane 5, Tonas Stanimirov for Plymouth College Aquatics. And fastest qualifier for Repton Swimming in lane 4 is Joe Heather. 61.67 was Joe's time in the heats this morning, which is pretty good going for a 14-year-old swimmer. I wonder what we will see in this final. Is it tempting fate to say that none of these swimmers have swum under 60 seconds? Should I say it? They haven't, but...
Give it a go.
Give it a go,
Yeah,
right?
why not? Set that challenge.
Would you feel under pressure if a commentator was saying that and saying, can they do this in this race? You're not going to hear it down there.
You won't hear it, yeah. Not until after, and then it's done then, isn't it? So.
Well, let's see then. Can we get under 60 seconds? It's the men's 13-14 years 100 metres backstroke final. The finalists are Gabriel Pereira Hill, James Ellis, Xiao Tianzhang, Rory McDonald, Thomas Stanimirov, Joe Heather, Tobias Anderson, Jacob Pearson, Jason Lee, and Dane Rawkins. And Thomas Stanimirov in lane 5 had an absolute brilliant start. Look at this, leading Joe Heather. Into the wall then. Stanimirov ahead of Heather. Underneath 30 at the turn, but it's difficult to come back in 30, I have to say. So let's put that 60-second barrier to one side. Let's enjoy the race. It's Stanimirov and Heather, and Stanimirov is coming away. He's got 3/4 of a body length lead now, and Stanimirov is finishing very, very impressively. It's Joe Heather for the silver medal, and it looks like bronze could go to Tobias Anderson. Stanimirov hits the wall in 60.74 seconds. Joe Heather 61.70, and the bronze actually went to Rory McDonald, 63.11. That's the first sub-61-second swim for Tobias to win the gold medal there, 60.74 seconds.
Got close to that challenge that you set.
Yeah, he will get
Big PB.
Yes, we can feel like that. Joe Heather then with the silver, 61.7. As you say, big PB. Joe Heather just a shade outside his PB, 3/100ths of a second. And look at that, Rory McDonald got the touch, and there was 0.79 seconds between third and eighth. So all of those swimmers between third and eighth also having brilliant swims. On to the men's 15 years 100 metres backstroke final. In lane 9, Xavier Zurban for Biggleswade. Lane 0, Jacopo Augusti for City of Cambridge. Lane 8, Archie Maguire for City of Sunderland. Lane 1, Harry Willis for Newcastle Swim Team. Lane 7 is Harry Osborne for City of Sheffield. Lane 2, Mason Amiri for Whitney and District. Lane 6, Julian Ocroy for Delting Dolphins. Lane 3, Elijah Dunn for Swindon Dolphin. Lane 5, he's already won a gold medal in this session, Charlie Phipps for Millfield. And lane 4, Hayden Sanders for Bromley. Hayden Sanders, 58.57 in the heats. Charlie Phipps, 58.72. Either side of them, Elijah Dunn, 59.61. Julian Okro, 59.91. This is going to be some race between the 4 swimmers in the middle of the pool. And it could be decided by things like the start and the turn. And when we were watching the 400 freestyle earlier, Charlie Phipps, he had the start and the turn. He was going so far underwater. So are we going to see that in this final? It's the men's 15 years 100 metres backstroke. The finalists are Xavier Zurban, Archie Maguire, Harry Osborne, Julian Okroy, Charlie Phipps, Hayden Sanders, Elijah Dunn, Mason Amiri, Harry Willis and Jacopo Augusti. Hayden Sanders going out well in 4, getting himself into the lead here. Charlie Phipps in second. Third in lane 3 at the moment is Elijah Dunn. It's Sanders turning first, comfortably ahead of the rest. What a turn, brilliant off the wall. And Sanders is coming away. I don't think they're going to catch him. It's Charlie Phipps in second and Elijah Dunn in third right now. So Sanders, then Phipps, then Dunn. In fourth, in lane 6, Julian Okroy. But look at this, Hayden Sanders, his PB is 58.33. That is going 50. Well, we're waiting for Hayden Sanders' time. It's definitely faster than 58.33. Look at that, there it is, 57.69, the winning time for Hayden Sanders. Charlie Phipps gets a silver, 59.02. Elijah Dunn, bronze, 59.03. Just 1/100th of a second between the silver and bronze medalists. Hayden Sanders with a new PB, first time under 58.
Fab swimming, and lots of these boys already done multiple events today and throughout the week, so to be medaling again is just fantastic. And like you say, PB season's best and becoming the middle of the week now of this championship, so really strong swimming.
Really brilliant as we get the official result, because we were checking naturally after Hayden Sanders was using the backup time. 57.69 seconds. It's a PB for the gold medalist. Charlie Phipps gets his third medal of the day. The other two were gold, and Elijah Dunn gets the bronze. Now the men's 16 years 100 metres backstroke final. Here come the swimmers. Lane 9, Elliot Hughes for Trafford Metro Borough. Lane 0, Oliver Finch for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 8, Ryan Lau for City of Birmingham. Lane 1, Dominic Bartoletti for Repton. Lane 7, Archie Tebbett for Colchester. Lane 2, Harry Cook for Aberdeen Dolphins. Lane 6 is Harry Robinson for Leeds. Lane 3, Stan Sawyer for York City Baths. Lane 5, Nikolai Cisnet for City of Glasgow. And lane 4, Zander Tovey for Millfield. Fastest qualifier, 57.19 for Zander. Nikolai Cisnet was 58.06 in the heats. We're going to go under 58 seconds to win this gold medal. We might have to go under 57, in fact, to get this gold medal. But I confidently predict we will have at least two swimmers under 58 in this final. It's the men's 16 years, 100 metres backstroke. The finalists are Elliot Hughes, Ryan Lau, Archie Tebbett, Harry Robinson, Nikolai Cisnet, Zander Tovey, Stan Sawyer, Harry Cook, Dominic Bartoletti and Oliver Finch. And in the middle of the pool, Nikolai Cisnet, Zander Tovey and Stan Sawyer are already peeling away, head and shoulders above the rest. Ryan Lau's going well in lane 8.
See what they can do off this wall with their underwaters.
Deep push off the wall. You're allowed 15 metres, and the one who got closest to it was Zander Tovey in lane 4.
Into the final 25.
It's Tovey, then Cisnet, and then Stan Sawyer. And this race is not over yet. Zander Tovey's leading, but Cisnet's fighting in second place, and also coming through hard, Harry Robinson in 6th. But it's going to be Zander Tovey, and it's 57.38 seconds to win the gold. Sorry, that's for the second place, so we're going to see the gold medal time. 56.7. So under 57 seconds for Zander Tovey. Delighted with that, of course. Nikolai Cisnet in the blue cap gets the silver medal. And for Nikolai, 57.38 is a new lifetime best time. And Stan Sawyer with the bronze, 57.40. That's a PB by almost exactly a second. So those swimmers really stepping up in the final. Harry Robinson went under 58 seconds for the first time, almost a 1 second PB for him as well. Harry Cook finished 5th, 58.76. And that was faster than he swam in the morning in the heats.
Zander Tovey adding that 100 back gold there to his 50 back gold that he's already got this week. So great to have that double there in the backstroke.
So impressive. Really, really brilliant. And Nikolai Sisnet gets another silver because he had the silver in the 50 backstroke as well. So there you go, Zander Toby 56.7, Nikolai Sisnet 57.38, Stan Sawyer 2/100 of a second behind Nikolai 57.4. Another great race there. Next, men's 17-18 years 100 metres backstroke final. Here come the finalists. Lane 9 is Ross Edwards for City of Cardiff. Lane 0, Joseph Box, City of Birmingham. Lane 8, Benedict McCarthy, City of Cardiff. Lane 1, Jensen Owen, City of Sheffield. Lane 7, Ryan Close, Bedford Swim Squad. Lane 2, Oliver Parry for Ramsbottom. Lane 6, Oliver Davis Tootill for City of Sheffield. Lane 3, Samuel Hall for Guildford City. Lane 5, Carlos Sierra Vilgas for Chesterfield. And in lane 4 for Plymouth College Aquatics, fastest qualifier, Toby Nakamura Drew. The fastest 4 qualifiers swam under 58 seconds in the heats. Toby Nakamura Drew was 3/4 of a second quicker than any of the others. 57.07 he swam this morning. And then you can see half of these swimmers in this final are 17-year swimmers. The other half 18-year swimmers. And actually, that makes it even more of an achievement to qualify for the final because we have the same number of 17-year swimmers and 18 swimmers as we do for 16s and 15s. So really, to get to the final, the 17-18 combined final, you have beaten twice as many swimmers to get here. So just being in the top 10 is an enormous achievement for all of these guys. It's the men's 17-18 years 100 metres backstroke final. The finalists are Ross Edwards, Benedict McCarthy, Ryan Close, Oliver Davis Tootill, Carlos Sierra Villegas, Toby Nakamura Drew, Samuel Hall, Oliver Parry, Jensen Owen and Joseph Box. And Toby Nakamura Drew has gone flying away from the rest.
Yeah, they're just going to keep getting faster and faster, I think, as we go through these final few heats.
Lane 9, Ross Edwards is going pretty well at the top of the screen. I think he might even turn second. He's actually fourth, but there's not much between second, third and fourth. Look at those split times. Nakamura Drew with a massive turn. Samuel Hall in lane 3 is up in second. And he might have the momentum to challenge Nakamura Drew here in this last 25. Fighting for the bronze, it's Samuel Hall. Oliver Parry's up there as well. And also Ryan Close in 7. But nobody's going to catch Toby Nakamura Drew under 57 seconds, 56.63. Samuel Hall gets the silver medal, 57.4. And Oliver Parry gets the bronze. There's our gold medalist, Toby Nakamura Drew, 56.63. A 3/4 of a second personal best time to win the gold medal. Samuel Hall, 57.4.
Just 11 100s between silver and bronze, 57.40 for Samuel.
So Samuel Hall.
57.51 for Oliver Parry.
I said Toby Nakamura Drew had a PB. It wasn't a PB, excuse me. He has been quicker than that in the past, but it is a great time, 56.63. Samuel Hall, 57.40. That is a personal best time for the silver medal. Look how close it was. Half a second between second and 8th. 0.55 between second and 9th.
I think that just shows the standard of swimming as well in these finals tonight. You know, it is going to be so close, especially as we head into the more senior races as well. It's just fingertip distance between everybody.
Men's 19 years and over 100 metres backstroke final. Lane 8 there was Gideon Holinsky for Swansea University. Lane 1, Dominic Morgan for Swansea University. Lane 7 is Benjamin Cross for City of Sheffield. Lane 2, Jordan McPhail, Edinburgh University. Lane 6, Gabriel Knight for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 3, Zachariah Dale for Repton. Lane 5 is Finn Brookhoven for Loughborough University. And lane 4, Oscar Barlow for Swansea University. All of these guys swam under 59 in the heats. 6 of them under 58 seconds in the heats. The fastest 3 were under 56.25. This is going to be fast. The men's 19 years and over 100 metres backstroke final. The finalists are Gideon Holinsky, Benjamin Cross, Gabriel Knight, Finn Brookhoven, Oscar Barlow, Zachariah Dale, Jordan McPhail and Dominic Morgan. Zachariah Dale in lane 3 is blasting out and it looks like he's in the lead, but now coming back at him, Finn Brookhoven and Gabriel Knight as we come to the turn.
Zachariah Dale being the only 19-year-old in the race as well, so great for him to get into this final in that age group.
Big turns from everyone, and especially in lanes 3 and 4 for Zachariah Dale and Oscar Barlow. They put themselves up into first and second with those turns. So it's Dale and Barlow, and there's little to choose between them. Oscar Barlow now going into first place. Gabriel Knight looks like he's fighting his way through in lane 6. It looks like the medals will be between Barlow, Dale and Knight then into the last 5, and it's Barlow, Knight and Dale. 55.78 to win the gold medal. Right on top of the PB there for Oscar Barlow, only 1/10 of a second slower than he's ever swum before. Gabriel Knight 56.22, new personal best time. Zachariah Dale 56.28. Actually swimming a shade slower than he did in the heats, Zachariah there. Finn Brookhoven 56.99, fourth place, and everybody else right around 58 seconds or even quicker. What a race.
Yeah, you could see how those swimmers came out as well when they were coming out. They took a bit longer to take off their clothes. They were in that zone, just that seniority of them compared to the other guys that had been here before they'd done it.
Here come the 7 finalists for the men's mixed classification 100 metres backstroke final. You just saw Kai Bradford of Killer Whales for lane 1, Jacob Wood, lane 7 for Gloucester City, Owen Johnson for Repton in lane 2. In lane 6, it's Isaac Buchan for City of Norwich. Lane 3, Jude Garner for Norwich Swan. Lane 5, Cameron Viencombe for Portsmouth North Sea. And lane 4, Mark Tomsit for Manchester Performance Centre. Maisie, you know some of these swimmers well.
Yeah, Cam and Mark, both on the team with me in Paris. Mark, former European record holder in this race, this is his main event. 854 points this morning, really strong points total. I know he'll want to go faster this morning. Cameron this morning, recent move to Portsmouth North Sea, 723 points. PB from him this morning as well. He looks in great shape, seems very happy with his swimming at the moment, so hopefully With this race's main event being a 200 IM, this can complement all 4 strokes as he enters the 200 metres individual medley later on in this week.
And even though it's down to points, Mark Tomczyk we would expect to win the gold medal, I think, and Cameron Vernkamp with second place potentially against the clock could also be silver medal. And then maybe bronze is up for challenging for Jude Gunner, maybe in lane 3. Here we go. Men's mixed classification 100 metres backstroke final. The finalists are Jacob Wood, Isaac Buchan, Cameron Vernkamp, Mark Tomczyk, Jude Gunner, Owen Johnson and Kai Bradford, and it's all about the points.
Brilliant start for Mark, just coming up before that 15 metres mark. I know he's going to want to try and get into that 58 region near to his PB as possible. He has already swam in Eindhoven a few weeks ago. That was the para team's major meet for this season. So this is just an extra bonus race for him, seeing what he can do towards the end of the meet.
Great turn. Underwater for a good 10 metres there for Mark. Looking very strong.
Yeah, backstroke is his speciality. Cameron as well, doing really well. Using this to help the IM.
Tomczyk, then Vernkamp, and then Gunner, and they may well win the medals in this order, but it is about the points. Tomczyk coming into the wall then. Will he get to 59? Yeah, 58.22. Great swim. Cam Vernkamp, 61.39. Jude Gunner, 62.55. And it looks like they will be the medal winners because the rankings that you can see on the left there do take into account their point scores. Mark Tomczyk scores 889. That is an incredible points total.
Fantastic. Cameron as well will be so delighted with that race. 101.39. Faster than this morning, improved from heats to finals, and with a PB this morning as well. He'll be really, really pleased with that.
And Jude Gunner, 62.55. Also improving on the morning swim. 717 points there. He'll get the bronze medal. And pretty good points totals for everybody else as well.
What we like to see.
We're going down to poolside for medal ceremonies.
14 years age group. The medals will be presented by President of Swim England, Tom Baster. Bronze medalist, representing Wickham District, Jessica Stafford. Silver medalist, representing Maidstone, Elise Butler. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing the City of Leeds, Emily England Hall. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing the City of Birmingham, Ellie Hull. Silver medalist, representing Portsmouth North Sea, Rose O'Brien. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Woking, Ellie McLeod. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women 16 years, 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Warrington, Iris Hurst. Silver medalist, representing Dumfries, Amber Hinton. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Hall. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17-18 years, 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Liverpool, Kerry Henny. Silver medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Edith Price. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Wirral Metro, Abby Roscoe. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 19 years and over 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Sophie Beck. Silver medalist, representing Swansea University, Amy Monks. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Loughborough University, Lucy Parsons. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 400 meters freestyle. Joint silver medalists, representing Northampton, Amber Haycock. And representing Loughborough University, Scarlett Humphrey. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing the city of Cardiff, Lily Rice. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists.
Still some more racing to come. In fact, we will have 8 more finals between now and the end.
We are going back to the pool for finals, but because they are starting in the same area where we just had the presentation, it's going to take a little while to get everything ready. So, Maisie, this is a great chance, first of all, to say thank you very much for coming and joining us here today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Your expertise is so welcome. You'll be leading us before the relays finals tonight. So just sum up for us the mixed classification events that you've seen so far tonight and the performances, please.
Yeah, I think they've been fab. You know, I think the standout seems Mark there, getting really close to his PB, hopefully trying to get that European record back. Cameron as well. PB there from that recent move to Portsmouth shows that he's in the right place, and going through a whole new programme change as well is a big thing since April. So really, really proud of him then. And then I'm proud for Scarlett and Scarlett and Amber as well, getting really close with one another, sharing that silver medal there between each other, and didn't have to kind of fight it out there for one of the medals. But no, I think they've done a really great place, Paris swimmer-wise, all over that 700 points for the majority of swimmers, and some of them even reaching to that 800 points. So, yeah, it's exciting to see these next 50s.
Brilliant. Here come the finalists for women's 15 years, 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0, Holly Coleman for Corby. Lane 1, Emma Hill for Teddington. Lane 2, Eleanor Porter for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 3, Edie Foster for Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Lily Drugmans for Hazelmere. Lane 5 is Connie Banerjee for Derby XL. Lane 6, Isla Bennett for City of Cardiff. Lane 7, Ellie McLeod for Woking. Lane 8, Evelyn Berry for Chippenham. And Lane 9, Viana Safi for City of Salford. Just one length of the pool. You've got to get your start right. If you get that wrong, then it's very difficult to make up the time. No turns, nothing to help you recover. The fastest qualifier in this final, Lily Drugmans, 28.8 in the heats, but second and third were less than 0.2 of a second behind. This is the women's 15 years, 50 metres butterfly final. The finalists are Viana Safi, Evelyn Berry, Ellie McLeod, Isla Bennett, Connie Banerjee, Lily Drugmans, Edie Foster, Eleanor Porter, Emma Hill and Holly Coleman. And it's Connie Banerjee leading from the start here in lane 5. And Edie Foster going well in 3. And also Ellie McLeod in 7. As we get into the final 5, it's going to be Connie Banerjee, and who's going to get the silver? Banerjee 28.42. Edie Foster gets the silver, and the bronze goes to Lily Drugmans.
Lily Drugmans as well, I think I only counted 3 breaths from her on that 50. So like you're saying, it is really about that fine things to get you down that pool as fast as you can.
Look at that, we had a tie for 6th place there. Eleanor Porter and Isla Bennett, 29.09. But the gap between Connie Banerjee winning in 28.42 and so many other swimmers, almost nothing. Right, women's 16 years, 50 metres butterfly final now. Lane 0, Lydia Cordell for Repton. Lane 1, Amelia Fenner for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 2, Gisela Silano for Guildford City. Lane 3, Favour Umo for City of Bristol. Lane 4, Amelia Wright for Harrogate District. Lane 5, Lily Mundell for Hearts of Midlothian. Lane 6, Lily Stansfield for Harrogate District. Lane 7, Abby Byton for City of Sheffield. Lane 8, Eva Crow for City of Bristol. And lane 9, Carey Sullivan, City of Manchester Aquatics. You probably noticed the gap between the fastest qualifier for this final and the 10th qualifier for this final was 0.37 of a second. This could be anyone's race. 0.37 between all 10 of these athletes in the heats. And Maisie, as you say, it's all about those details. They'll make such a difference. You need a good start. You need to get everything right. It's the women's 16 years 50 metres butterfly final. The finalists are Carey Sullivan, Eva Crow, Abby Byton, Lily Stansfield, Lily Mundell, Amelia Wright, Favour Umo, Gisela Silana, Amelia Fenner and Lydia Caudle. Lily Stansfield's in the lead at the moment. Carey Sullivan's out there with her. They are in lanes 6 and 9, but it's anybody's race. Lily Stansfield's put her head down and she's going for it right at the end and she's going to get there. Lily Stansfield gets the goal, 27.68. Lily Mundell, 27.92. There's the winner in the black cap, Lily Stansfield. And she's congratulated by Amelia Wright in the white cap. And her teammate as well from Harrogate District. Amelia Wright in the black cap. Her teammate there. And once again, not much in it. 102 100ths, if you like, between first and 10th in that final. Amelia Wright getting to bronze medal position by 3/100ths of a second. Here come the finalists for women's 17-18 years 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0, Olivia Greenall for City of Norwich. Lane 1, Annabelle Compton for Wickham District. Lane 2, Onia Makichi for Hackney Anaconda. Lane 3, Eve Whitney for Tilehurst. Lane 4, Phoebe Cooper for City of Sheffield. Lane 5, Millie Harris for West Norfolk. Lane 6, Ellie Fries for Guildford City. Lane 7, Eloise Cole for Repton. Lane 8, Ellen Winstanley for City of Hereford. And lane 9, Eve Wood for Orkney. Well, Phoebe Cooper actually did have quite a gap between the rest in the heats. 27.10. I'll reiterate, qualifying for this final is very tough because it's 2 age groups combined. It's the best 10 swimmers from 2 age groups. Every one of these 10 swimmers qualifying have done something very special to get here. It's the women's 17-18 years 50 metres butterfly final. The finalists: Eve Wood, Ellen Winstanley, Eloise Cole, Ellie Fries, Millie Harris, Phoebe Cooper, Eve Whitney, Onia Makichi, Annabelle Compton and Olivia Greenall. And Millie Harris has got off to a great start, but look, in the red cap in the middle, Phoebe Cooper, head down. Well, she took a breath there, but she's breathing every other stroke now. It's Phoebe Cooper powering through, and just ahead of Millie Harris, it's Cooper, Harris and Eve Whitney. Gold, silver and bronze there. Phoebe Cooper absolutely outstanding over that 50 butterfly.
Yeah, PB for her as well, so she should be really pleased. already winning gold in the 200 free previously, so 2 gold medals already for her in this competition.
26.88 the winning time. Millie Harris 27.36, E. Whitney 27.46, and Ellie Freeze was half a second outside the bronze medal time in that final. Women's 17-18 years 50 metres butterfly final now. In lane 0, Rachel Bowen for Mid Sussex Marlins. Lane 1, Jessica Gable for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 2, Ella Thornburg for the University of Bath. Lane 3, Blythe Kinsman for Mount Kelly. Lane 4, Betsy Wizard for Northampton. Lane 5, Sky Carter for Mount Kelly. Lane 6, Kira Morris for Swansea University. Lane 7, Shola Robinson for Loughborough University. Lane 8 is Sophie Murray for the University of Birmingham. And lane 9, Charlotte Smith for Norwich Swan. And no prizes for guessing who Maisie Summers-Newton is going to be cheering for in this final.
One and only, always remember her name, Betsy Wizard. Raced Eindhoven a few weeks ago as well, so that was her season meet for this season. So this again is that extra opportunity for her to show what she can do and to swim as fast as she can in this 50 fly.
Last year she got the bronze medal in this final, and this year she's the fastest qualifier for the final. Women's 19 years and over 50 metres butterfly. So the finalists: Charlotte Smith, Sophie Murray, Shola Robinson, Kira Morris, Sky Carter, Betsy Wizard, Blythe Kinsman, Ella Thornburg, Jessica Gable and Rachel Bowen. And it's Sky Carter off to her flying starts with Kira Morris in lane 6. Betsy Wizard I think is in 3rd at the moment, but it's a big challenge here for the medals. It's Sky Carter who I think should get to the wall first. She does, and Betsy Wizard gets the silver and bronze for Blythe Kinsman. Kira Morris comes in 4th. Great race again. Sky Carter winning in 26.98. Pretty close to a season's best that. Betsy Wizard, silver medal, 27.12. And that's quicker than she swam this morning. Blythe Kinsman, 27.33, taking the bronze, also improving on her morning swim.
Yeah, Sky Carter well known for her speed across those 50s, so she's done really well there to get that gold. Add it to her 53 one as well.
Now we have the men's 15 years 50 metres breaststroke final. Lane 0, Josh Reed for City of Norwich. Lane 1, Percy Dean for Swim Bournemouth. Lane 2, Kaplan Eder for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 3 is Hayden Sanders for Bromley. Lane 4, Joseph Bale for Mount Kelly. Lane 5, Brogan Smith for Glen Rothes. Lane 6, Jaden Carter for Mount Kelly. Lane 7, Ethan McMillan Cole for City of Brighton and Hove. Lane 8, Burrup Waltham Forest Gators swimmer Noah Willer. And lane 9, Hero Dwan for Chelsea and Westminster. Joseph Bale swam 30.03 in the heats, Brogan Smith 30.08. They can both go under 30. They've both been under 30 in the past. They probably feel like they need to go under 30 if they are going to win this final. Hayden Sanders, 3rd fastest qualifier, 30.32. And of course, we've already seen Hayden win a backstroke gold medal in this session. It's the men's 15 years 50 metres breaststroke final. The finalists: Hero Dwan, Noah Willer, Ethan McMillan-Cole, Jaden Carter, Brogan Smith, Joseph Bale, Hayden Sanders, Kaplan Ealer, Percy Dean and Josh Reed. Ethan McMillan-Cole's got the best start in lane 7, and they're going to have to fight to catch up with him, and Joseph Bale is doing that. Joseph Bale coming through, Hayden Sanders coming through, and Brogan Smith into the last 5 metres then, and it's a fight between Joseph Bale and Brogan Smith, but Bale comes away 29.66, Brogan Smith 30.02, and Hayden Sanders 30.26 seconds. Very, very impressive. Joseph Bale, he wasn't leading at 25 metres, but he was the quickest in that second half of the race, and he came through to actually win with a margin of, well, 0.46 of a second, so 0.36 of a second. So well done there to Joseph Bale. Brogan Smith, a clear silver medal winner, and Hayden Sanders picking up another medal in this session to add to the gold he won earlier. We now have men's 16 years 50 metres breaststroke final. Lane 0 is Hongri Fu for Millfields. Lane 1, Stepan Snastukes for Stranraer Stingrays. Lane 2, Austin Manley for Repton. His teammate in lane 3, Harry Meakin. In 4, Hao Ming Du for Bromley. Lane 5, Lucas Sanders for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 6 is Tyler Stone for City of Norwich. Lane 7, Anthony Ward for Hackney Anaconda. Lane 8, Caden Hitchens for City of Birmingham. And lane 9, Eden Saints for Derby XL. That last final was fast and quick, and we'll see something similar here. Hao Ming Du swam 29.79 in the heats. Lucas Sanders 30.01. The start, as we so often say, will have a big impact on the result of this race. It's the men's 16 years 50 metres breaststroke final. The finalists are Eden Saints, Caden Hitchens, Anthony Ward, Tyler Stone, Lucas Sanders, Hao Ming Du, Harry Meakin, Austin Manley, Stepan Snastukes and Hongri Fu. And lane 4, Hao Ming Du is in the lead at the halfway stage. And in lane 6, Tyler Stone going well. Hao Ming Du, Tyler Stone, Harry Meakin's finishing well in 3. It looks like it's Hao Ming Du, and who's going to get the silver? It's Tyler Stone, 29.57, then Harry Meakin, 29.66. 3 swimmers under 30 seconds in that final. And Hao Ming Du, 29.43, that's a PB.
Yeah, all 3 of those swimmers really having a really high stroke rate as well as they went across that 50. Arms were really, really moving, which is really impressive to see over a breaststroke leg.
Tyler Stone, 29.57 was a personal best for the silver medal there as well. We go on to men's 17-18 years 50 metres breaststroke final now. Lane 0 is Jeremiah Carnegie for Repton. Lane 1, James McGettigan for Thurrock. Lane 2, Lachlan Small for Mount Kelly. Lane 3, William Irvin for Mount Kelly. Lane 4, William Tonks for Repton. Lane 5, Edward Robinson for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 6, Johnny Martin for Perth City. Lane 7, Joshua Sackery for City of Peterborough. Lane 8, Lucas Carter for Swindon Dolphin. And lane 9 is Piaris Donnelly for Basingstoke Blue Fins.
This is the men's 17-18 year
William Tolt's already winning the 100 breaststroke gold in this age group, so it would be fantastic to see if he could win this 50 metres as well and get that double gold in the 50 and the 100.
Well, he's the fastest qualifier with 28.87 and second fastest, 0.2 of a second slower, Edward Robinson.
Close one again. Very
It's going to be
close.
another one of those races, isn't it? Where it's all going to come down to the touch. All of these swimmers in the heats went under 30 seconds.
Very impressive.
It's the final of the men's 17-18 years, 50 metres breaststroke. The finalists: Biaris Donnelly, Lucas Carter, Joshua Sackery, Johnny Martin, Edward Robinson, William Tonks, William Irvin, Lachlan Small, James McGettigan and Jeremiah Carnegie. I can't choose who's leading here. Look at this. It's so close. Now William Tonks coming through. Tonks and Edward Robinson and William Irvin into the last 5, and Tonks is just moving ahead to seal that double then. William Tonks reaches for the wall, 28.64. William Irvin, 28.91. And Edward Robinson, 29.14 for the bronze medal. It was that close race we expected. 28.64 for William Tonks. And William Irvin, 28.91. It's his first ever time under 29 seconds, that for William. And Edward Robinson, 29.14, gets the bronze medal. Only 2 100s between 4th and 5th. Just over a second between 1st and 9th. Here come the finalists for the men's 19 years and over 50 metres breaststroke. Lane 0 is Rafe Dobson for University of Stirling. Lane 1, Jacob Arman for Swansea University. Lane 2, Alexander Sanchez for Kingston Royals. Lane 3, Dominic Poling for Mid Sussex Marlins. Lane 4, Christian Ryan for University of Bath. Lane 5, Rowan Smith for City of Sheffield. Lane 6, Jack James for Swansea University. Lane 7, Samuel Neild for the University of Birmingham. Lane 8, Pravin Mahendra Kumar for Bromley. And lane 9, Jacob Hamblin for Derby XL.
All of these swimmers have PBs within that 28 mark, so expect it to be a really fast race again. Lane 4 already got the gold in this age group, and lane 8 was the silver, so really close between those two. Great to see if they can get those medals again in the 50 breast and the 100 too.
Yeah, those medals earlier were in the 100 breaststroke. So, yeah, as you say, Christian Ryan, Pravin Mahendra Kumar, renewing their rivalry, if you like. They look like they're far apart, lanes 4 and 8, but in terms of time, 0.76 of a second in the heats.
Very, very close.
It will be another fast one. 19 years and over men's 50 metres breaststroke final. The finalists: Jacob Hamblin, Pravin Mahendra Kumar, Samuel Neild, Jack James, Rowan Smith, Christian Ryan, Dominic Poling, Alexander Sanchez, Jacob Arman and Rafe Dobson. What a start from Samuel Neild in 7. And going with him, Jacob Hamblin in 9. Jacob Hamblin with a very high stroke rate, I think may even be up into first place here. We could have a challenge from the outside lanes, but coming through in lane 4 now, Christian Ryan, smooth stroke, gets to the wall first, 28.16. Dominic Poling, 28.38, and it's a tie for the silver medal. Jack James also 28.38 seconds. So Ryan Gold, Poling and James share the silver medals. And as we get the result confirmed, Maisie Summers-Newton, thank you very much for being with us. You are going to leave us now. It's been great fun.
Thank you. It's been fab. Well done to all the swimmers. Keeping it exciting for us.
Isn't it great to see so many PBs and so many brilliant performances?
It is. And I hope everyone else has the same experience as what I did, swimming so fast at this pool, so when they come back, they remember all the wonderful memories that they have here and continue swimming here for a very long time.
We're going down to poolside next for presentations. Maisie, thank you very much. Hope to see you again very soon.
Definitely.
And we're heading down to poolside then in just a moment to present the medals for everybody who's won them so far. And that's coming up in just a moment. We'll bring ourselves up to date. After the next set of medals presentations, we have got relay finals, and we always have an amazing atmosphere for the relays. They will be hard fought, so stick around for that. We will have, 40 swimmers in each race to come in the finals. 2 of those 4x100 freestyle relay finals to come very soon. While we're waiting for presentations, let me remind you, you can watch the European Aquatics Championships from Paris live and free on aquaticsgb.com and Eurovision Sports. They start on July the 31st when the diving and the artistic swimming begins. We will have open water swimming from the 4th of August, and the pool swimming is from the 10th to the 16th of August. So once we get to pool swimming on the 10th of August, it's all pool swimming for those European Championships. We've got swimmers who are competing here this week who will be there. Alex Cahoon, Rio Dowdu, Josh Gammon, they're all going to the European Aquatics Championships. You will see senior debuts as well for stars of previous Next Gen Championships, because Philip Nowacki, Theodora Taylor and Amelie Smith will all be there. Right, we're going down to the poolside now for medal ceremonies.
The medal ceremony for the men's 13-14 years, 100 metres backstroke. The medals will be presented by front of house volunteer Jenny Marshall. Bronze medalist representing Guildford City, Rory McDonald. Silver medalist representing Repton, Joe Heather. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion representing Plymouth College, Tomas Stanimirov. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 15 years, 100 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist representing Swindon Dolphin, Elijah Dunn. Silver medalist representing Millfield, Charlie Phipps. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion representing Bromley, Hayden Sanders. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, 100 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing York City, Stan Sawyer. Silver medalist, representing the city of Glasgow, Nikolai Cisnet. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Millfield, Xander Tovey. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. Medal ceremony for the men 17-18 years, 100 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Ramsbottom, Oliver Parry. Silver medalist, representing Guildford City, Samuel Hall. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Plymouth College, Toby Nakamura-Drew. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 19 years and over, 100 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Repton, Zachariah Dale. Silver medalist, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Gabriel Knight. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Swansea University, Oscar Barlow. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 100 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Norwich Swan, Jude Gunner. Silver medalist, representing Portsmouth North Sea, Cameron Vercoon. Gold medalist and next-gen champion, representing Manchester Performance Centre, Mark Tomset. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists.
Back to the pool then, and our next final will be the women's 14 to 16 years 4x100 meters freestyle relay final.
This is the 14-16 years 4x100 meters freestyle relay final.
Here come our finalists in lane 9, Wickham District A, Sienna West, Summer Martin, Coco Ojoa and Rose Lewin. Lane 0, Taunton Dean, Helena Ashby, Aradia Power, Elena Kontopoulos and Liberty Jones. Lane 8, Camden Swiss Cottage A. Amy Fielding, Eleanor Porter, Layla Jelbawi and Rin Mayo. Lane 1, Mount Kelly A. India Brown, Lily Green, Eva Newman and Sadie Roberts. Lane 7, City of Birmingham A. Olivia Robbins, Ellie Hull, Rebecca Hill and Amelia Spence. Lane 2, Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson A. Tyler J. Thomas, May Davis, Billy Marie Ballack and Bella Jones. Lane 6, City of Leeds A. Emily Foster, Elizabeth Warner, Emily England Hall and Malika Azana Ball. Lane 3, Harrogate District with Amaya Waters, Lily Stansfield, Lois Child and Amelia Wright. Lane 5, Repton A, Maya Al Mohammed, Kate Schillinger, Lydia Cordland, Molly McGinley. And in Lane 4, Guildford City A, Heidi Corbett, Maddie Markle, Poppy McCready and Gisela Silana. So those are the finalists. In the heats, we had a fastest time of 3:51.5 and a slowest time among these teams of 3:59.6. So there's going to be, what, a maximum of a quarter of a length between these 10 teams. And if it's going to be that close, then it's anybody's race. Obviously, Guildford City A were fastest in qualifying. Repton A were second quickest. It's the final of the women's 14 to 16 years 4 by 100 metres freestyle relay. Swimming the first legs then on the far side for Wickham District A, Sienna West. Then for Camden Swiss Cottage A, Amy Fielding in 8. In 7 for City of Birmingham A, that's Olivia Robbins. Lane 6, Emily Foster in the yellow cap. Lane 5, Repton A, that's Maya Al Mohammed. And Maya turning first there, 28.12. Lane 4, Guildford City A, that's Heidi Corbett. Lane 3, Harrogate District have Amaya Waters on this first leg. Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson A have Tyler J. Thomas on the first leg. Mount Kelly A have India Brown and Taunton Dean have Helena Ashby. Leading the way is Heidi Corbett now for Guildford City A, ahead of Maya Al Mohammed. Next in for Guildford City A, Maddie Markle. For Repton A, Kate Schillinger. For Wickham District A, it's Summer Martin in now. For City of Leeds A, Elizabeth Warner. For Taunton Dean, Aurelia Power. For Harrogate District, Lily Stansfield, who's just won a gold medal in swimming. For Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson A, May Davis is in the pool. City of Birmingham A have Ellie Hull. Camden Swiss Cottage A, Eleanor Porter. And Mount Kelly A at the moment, that is Lily Green in the pool. Great turn that from Kate Schillinger in 5 for Repton A, but a great response from Maddie Markle in 4 for Guildford City A. Who's in third place at the moment? Very difficult to tell. Might be lane 0 with Aurelia Power swimming for Taunton Dean. It could be lane 3, Lily Stansfield for Harrogate District. And in lane 6 and 7, Elizabeth Warner for City of Leeds and Ellie Hull for City of Birmingham A. Into the wall then, first to take over, Lydia Cordell for Repton A goes in. Then for Guildford City A, Poppy McCready. City of Birmingham A in third, it's Rebecca Hill in the pool now. Harrogate District are in 4th place at the moment, it's Lois Child swimming for them. Taunton Dean have got Eleanor Kontopoulos in the pool. City of Leeds A have Emily England Hall. Mount Kelly A, Eva Newman. For Wickham District A, that is Coca Ajoa. For Royal Tunbridge Wells A, Billy Marie Ballack. And Camden Swiss Cottage A have Layla Jelbawi. So close between Lydia Cordell in 5 and Poppy McCready in 4. Up into a clear third place at the moment, Harrogate District with Lois Child. One leg to swim then. Going in now for Repton A, it's Molly McGinley. Then in for Guildford City A, Gisela Silano. Into the pool now for Harrogate District in third, Amelia Wright. City of Leeds A have got Malika Azana Ball in the pool. City of Birmingham A have Emilia Spence. Mount Kelly A, it's Sadie Roberts swimming. For Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson A, it's Bella Jones. For Wickham District A, Rose Lewin. Camden Swiss Cottage A, that's Wynne Mayo. And for Taunton Dean, Liberty Jones. It's Molly McGinley leading the way for Repton A, followed by Gisela Silano. And in third, it's Amelia Wright. It's Repton A, Guildford City A and Harrogate District who look like they're going to get the medals. In fourth place, it's City of Leeds A with Malika Azana Ball. Into the last 5 metres then. They swam 3:51 in the heats. And it's Repton A to win in 3:49.25. Guildford City get the silver. Harrogate District get the bronze. City of Leeds A are fourth. Mount Kelly A fifth. Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson A sixth. City of Birmingham A seventh. Wickham District finish in 8th place. 9th Camden Swiss Cottage A there. And Taunton Dean in 10th place, but a good time, 4:01. What a great race. And it's a gold medal for Repton A, Maya Al Mohammed, Kate Schillinger, Lydia Caudle and Molly McGinley. The silver medal for Guildford City A, that's Heidi Corbett, Maddie Markle, Poppy McCready and Gisela Silano. And the bronze for Harrogate District. Those swimmers are Amaya Waters, Lily Stansfield, Lois Child and Amelia Wright. Well done everyone there. Here come the finalists for the women's 17 years and over 4x100 metres freestyle relay. Lane 9, Wickham District A with Annabelle Compton, Brodie Judge, Annabelle Raven and Catherine Williams. Lane 0 for Millfield A, Michaela Mawabara, Emily Hughes, Elizabeth Booker and Daphne Degimenci. Lane 8 for Swansea University A, Amy Monks, Jessica Dickinson, Abigail Crawley and Scarlett Major. Lane 1, Guildford City A with Ellie Fries, Amy Hempenstall, Holly Hopwood and Tegan Matthews. Lane 7, Loughborough University B, Julia Kulik, Lucy Parsons, Faruka Ludwig and May Singer. Lane 2, City of Sheffield with Charlotte Berry, Phoebe Cooper, Willow Harrison and Molly Baker. Lane 6, City of Birmingham A with Audrey Lau, Bethan Cook, Charlotte Sorrell and Isabel Price. Lane 3, Loughborough University A, Sophie de Groot, Honey Osrin, Shola Robinson and Jessica Smeltz. Lane 5, Mount Kelly A, Ella Justice, Emma Hagberg, Sophie Ben and Sky Carter. And lane 4, University of Stirling with Van der Vesthuizen, Melissa Turnbull, Josephine Klein and Susie McNair. Fastest qualifiers, University of Stirling, just ahead of Mount Kelly A. Both of those teams the only two under 3 minutes 50 in the heats. Let's see what they can do in the final. City of Birmingham A and Loughborough University A weren't far behind in the heats. It's the women's 17 years and over 400 metres freestyle relay final. So this is the last race of the session. Wickham District A in lane 9 with Annabelle Compton. Then it's Swansea University A with Amy Monks. Loughborough University B with Julia Kulik. City of Birmingham A with Audrey Lau. Mount Kelly A with Ella Justice. University of Stirling with Van der Vesthuizen swimming there. Paige Van der Vesthuizen. Loughborough University A with Sophie Groot. City of Sheffield with Charlotte Berry. Guildford City A with Ellie Fries and Millfield A with Michaela Marabarawara. So leading at the turn, for City of Sheffield was Charlotte Berry. And now coming through for Swansea University A, Amy Monks. Up to the first takeover then. And in first, Swansea University A, with Jessica Dickinson in the pool now. Then University of Stirling, Melissa Turnbull taking over from Paige van der Vesthuizen. Wickham District A in third then. They have Brodie Judge in the pool now. City of Sheffield, that's Phoebe Cooper swimming. Mount Kelly A, that's Emma Hagberg. Guildford City A, Amy Hempenstall. Loughborough University B with Lucy Parsons. City of Birmingham A with Bethan Cook. We have Honey Osrin for Loughborough University A and Emily Hughes for Millfield A. Leading now then, City of Sheffield with Phoebe Cooper and Melissa Turnbull going through very fast for University of Stirling. Bethan Cook also going well for City of Birmingham, but in first, City of Sheffield with Willow Harrison taking over. Next in for University of Stirling, Josephine Klein. Then it's Swansea University A, third of that takeover. Abigail Crawley's in the pool there in lane 8. City of Birmingham A in lane 6, that's Charlotte Surrell. Loughborough University A have got Shola Robinson in the pool. Mount Kelly A have Sophie Ben. Loughborough University B have Fruka Ludwig. Wickham District A have Annabelle Raven swimming the third leg. And Holly Hopwood is in for Guildford City A and Elizabeth Booker for Millfield A. This will be the final takeover. City of Sheffield leading. And Molly Baker's going in next for City of Sheffield. Away she goes. Next in, University of Stirling with Susie McNair. Swansea University A with Scarlett Major on the final leg. Mount Kelly A, that is Sky Carter sprinting away. Loughborough University A, they have Jessica Smelt in the pool. Guildford City A, Tegan Matthews. Loughborough University B, this is May Singer for them. City of Birmingham A, they've got Isabel Price in the pool. Millfield A have Daphne Degamirci, and Wickham District A have Catherine Williams. What a race this is, and Sky Carter's put Mount Kelly A in the lead. It's Sky Carter for Mount Kelly A, and 3 teams going for the medals then. In 2, City of Sheffield, Molly Baker. In 4, Susie McNair, University of Stirling. And in 8, Swansea University, Scarlett Major. Sky Carter's going to bring it home for Mount Kelly A. Then City of Sheffield touch. Second to the wall there, Molly Baker for City of Sheffield. And University of Stirling taking the bronze with Susie McNair touching the wall in 3rd. Swansea University A finishing in 4th place in 3:47.04. So Mount Kelly A take the gold medal, and it was all down to an amazing final leg from Sky Carter. Absolutely brilliant. City of Sheffield take the silver, just ahead of University of Stirling, who get the bronze medal. And Swansea University A finished in 4th place. Now we are going back to poolside for medals ceremonies, bringing us up to date with all of the medals that have been won in this session. Before we go down there, I'll remind you again, you can watch the European Aquatics Championships from Paris. They are live and free on aquaticsgb.com and Eurovision Sport. The pool swimming runs from the 10th to the 16th of August. Please take advantage of that. We're going down to poolside now for medal ceremonies.
The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years, 50 metres butterfly. The medals will be presented by technical official Claire Davison. Bronze medalist, representing Hazelmere, Lily Drugmans. Silver medalist, representing Bishop Stortford, Edie Foster. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Derby Excel, Connie Banerjee. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 16 years, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Harrogate, Amelia Wright. Silver medalist, representing the Heart of Midlothian, Lily Mundell. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Harrogate, Lily Stansfield. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17-18 years, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Tilehurst, Eve Whitney. Silver medalist, representing West Norfolk, Millie Harris. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing the city of Sheffield, Phoebe Cooper. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 19 years and over, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Blythe Kinsman. Silver medalist, representing Northampton, Betsy Wizard. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Sky Carter. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. Medal ceremony for the men's 15 years, 50 meters breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Bromley, Hayden Sanders. Silver medalist, representing Glenrothes, Brogan Smith. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Joseph Bale. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men 17-18 years, 50 meters breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Repton, Harry Meakin. Silver medalist, representing the city of Norwich, Tyler Stone. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Bromley, Hao-Ming Du. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men 17-18 years, 50 meters breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Edward Robinson. Silver medalist, representing Mount Kelly, William Irvie. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Repton, William Tonks. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 19 years and over, 50 meters breaststroke. Joint silver medalists, representing Mid-Sussex, Dominic Poling. And representing Swansea University, Jack James. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing the University of Bath, Christian Ryan. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 14-16 years 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Bronze medalists, Harrogate District. Represented by Amaya Waters. Lily Stansfield. Lois Childs. And Amelia Wright. Silver medalists, Guildford City A. Represented by Heidi Corbett. Maddie Markle. Poppy McCready. And Gisela Solano. Gold medalists and next-gen champions, Repton A. Represented by Maya Al-Mohammed. Kate Schillinger. Lydia Cordell. And Molly McGinley. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17 years and over 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Bronze medalists, the University of Stirling. Represented by Van de Westhuizen. Melissa Turnbull. Josephine Klein. And Susie McNair. Silver medalists, the City of Sheffield. Represented by Charlotte Berry. Phoebe Cooper. Willow Harrington. and Molly Baker. Gold medalists and Next Gen champions, Mount Kelly A. Represented by Ella Justice. Emma Hagberg. Sophie Ben. Sky Carter. And Poppy Worthington. Sheffield, please give it up for your medalists.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching all of the finals tonight. We will be back again at 8:45 tomorrow morning when we will have heats once again, and that will be day 5 of competition here at Ponds Forge International Sports Centre for these Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships. I hope the athlete you support has done well. A PB would be an amazing achievement if they've won a medal and qualified for a final. Everybody who's done that has swum incredibly well. We really appreciate you giving them your supports. We will see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching.